Hello? Chat, are we live? Are we live? Could I get a 1, 2, 3 if you can see me? Yo, 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 yo! Okay, so, homies. Was good. We're getting the game set up. So we're playing a fairly new game. I've been itching to try this one out. It's called Gehinnom. It's sort of like Phasmo Demonologist esque kind of game. And it's fairly new. Okay, and there's a dog behind me crying. Oh my god. Remy, sweetie. You get a dog for free. This Yogscast stream. So yeah, we're gonna be demon hunting. I thought it might be a fun game for this week. Yep. We're just getting the game set up now. So bear with us. Hold on, how do you talk? We're getting it set up now. Making sure it works. I have no idea how to do the audio.
Hello?
Oh shit, hello? How are you talking right now?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Talking?
What are you hitting to talk?
I'm on push to talk.
What's your push to talk button? I'm pressing V and it's not working. Or can you hear me?
Well, I can't hear you. I'm listening to the stream, so I hear myself.
Amazing. Iconic.
I'm on, sorry, open mic to talk.
How did you... Oh, fuck. I can't change it. Oh, no.
If you just go, like, back to the...
I'll have to set up a new room. I need to set up a new room. Because I'm not smart. I am not smart. How do I set up the... Yeah, talk is V. Why was it not working then? Smiley face. Main menu. In-game microphone. Open mic. What? Is it your default mic? On your PC? Oh no. Oh no. Open up sound settings. Nope. we figured it out. Okay, let me... Okay. Let's see if we fixed it this time. Can you hear me, Kerm?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, nice. Finally, let's go.
Wait,
are we
I
working?
have the stream open.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we're working. We're so back.
We're so back. We're doing it. Oh my god. Okay, let me hide the room code just in case.
Yeah, just in case all three of the player base somehow join this game. Literally knew who the hell is playing this.
Okay, so we've got an excise a demon.
Yeah.
Which should be, you know, fairly straightforward. Shall we just go in and like fuck about and see if we can do it?
Absolutely. Tutorials are for weenies.
Normal mode, yeah?
Yeah, totally.
Let's exercise.
Yeah,
yeah,
well, we
let's
don't
not
know
do
what normal is, so might as well. Okay,
That's-
don't worry, it's normal mode and exercise demon, all the classic steps.
You ready, Petrarch?
Demon is Wendigo.
Did you brush up on your
yeah,
Latin
I should probably read it.
Melon?
Solve quest, collect clues, find ritual items, banish the demon. Easy! Easy! Oh no, there's no branched! Branch! I love how we're all like running. What did it do to deserve that? Listen, listen, I just work here, homie. Randomizing map items. I'm very keen on this. Branch can live for another 3 hours. Let's go! Oh my god.
Holy fuck, it's foggy.
Oh my goodness.
I can't see shit!
Neither can I.
Jesus.
Gamma, how does it work?
Oh my god, can the stream even see anything?
Okay.
Oh yeah, here we go. There's flashlights
Wait.
sitting about.
What?
Ooh,
Oh,
what
I
does
think
this
grabbing
mean?
the
Oh,
mushrooms.
this is how we
How do you guys see
revive.
flashlights?
They're highlighted sort of in white. I think there's one over there, maybe.
So this is where we revive.
Oh, I have a paddle.
Lightning just struck next to us.
Oh, you can scroll
I did
through
not
your
catch
items.
that.
How do you guys see flashlights?
They're just lying around, but they're highlighted, so
They have a white highlight, sort of like us.
I don't have one.
Melon, come over here, I found one.
I have a paddle though.
I found a flashlight in the mud.
Oh, give me that.
Yeah, look, it's highlighted.
Oh.
Oh look! There's metal on the ground. Do you think this is part of it?
I have a
Oh, no,
paddle.
it's like highlighted.
Does anyone else have a
in,
paddle?
No.
No.
How did you just get a
Why do
paddle?
I have a paddle?
Melon's got
They
the
didn't
other
give me
key.
a flashlight, but they gave me a paddle.
Listen,
Right,
here's the
left and right,
thing.
Can we split here?
We have to solve
even swing it.
quests to get clues.
Yeah.
Look, there's a moon.
I can't swing my paddle. What is the point of the paddle? Do I need to...
Maybe it's part
you
of a
interact with
quest.
things. You have. No, you hold it in your hands and interact with things. So do we split here?
As
Maybe.
in all good horror shows, we must split up.
Yeah, horror movies. We split up. I think we stick together for now.
Alright, game.
Lane.
Oh my god, grow up.
So what happened if we just like wandered off the road into the forest?
I don't know, actually.
It's a procedurally.
Oh, there's a
generated,
triangle
so it's just a
ahead.
Forever map.
Apparently.
Oh,
Okay.
there was a crescent. Okay,
We came
earlier
from
there
the
was a
crescent. Yeah, we came from the crescent
Yeah.
road.
Maybe this is like a code.
Yeah.
Crescent triangle.
Crescent triangle.
So in
I
the
can't see
tutorial,
fucking
there was,
shit.
like,
Oh, you can
have to
sprint. You can
summon
sprint
it.
with shift.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look!
Cross as well.
Cross!
Plus...
Cross and like a band.
Oh my god, branch.
Oh, a
Like,
playground!
Sign.
Doesn't have a battery life.
This is more a ground than a play.
What was just
Damn.
screaming?
You have to write.
Oh,
those
there's a
down.
house!
Yeah, going in the right direction.
Those hyenas howl.
Something glowing here. That's a flashlight.
Oh, look! Are these more clues? Oh yeah, look, here's a flashlight for you.
Yeah, yeah. If you can.
Oh no, I had one the whole time by mistake. I didn't realize.
For fuck's sake.
Is this a human enemy?
Should we go to the house?
Splash, splash,
Yeah,
There's a house.
let's check the house out.
Yeah, the house is over here, I think.
splash, splash.
At least I thought I saw a house.
Mm, think we have to go back, go to the road over there. I think there's a house.
You see it?
Famous
I
last
think so.
words.
I see something.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
it's
also
like
see
a
it,
barn.
Yeah.
And
Oh, there is
Oh.
evil magic in that barn.
Oh, is this a...
Blow out
Blow
all
out
the
the
candles in the
candles.
farm.
Okay, where do I go? I go...
I picked up a gold bar.
I wanna know the person who did the blowout.
You have
sound
to blow in your
effects.
mic to get them to go out, guys.
You found a trap.
I'm gonna beat up this demon.
I
yeah,
can
the
put a
crowbar,
trap.
I think you can use to take like strip wood off things.
I
Oh,
put
the
a
candles
trap.
are reigniting.
Do we have to keep them all out? Oh yeah, they're reigniting. Shit. Okay. We did
Nice.
it.
Yay, we did it, I
So
think.
what's our clue? I picked up a gold bar, by the way. There, I picked
Oh,
up some
I'll
objects.
bust this thing down.
Oh hell yeah! Look at
Yes,
you go.
that is what you used it for.
We got a clue.
Oh, there's a
Like
chalice
syrup.
here. I yoinked it. I picked up a silver chalice.
I picked up a gold bar earlier. What do you think that means?
I found a
Maybe
dead
it's like
plant.
a resource thing. Because
Oh.
yeah, I picked up like a bear trap.
Paint bucket.
Maybe we could buy the... What is this game called again?
Gehinnom.
Gehinnom.
Yeah, do you want to get the
identified
Gehinnom on
plot.
Battle Pass?
Oh my god. We can
So get
move
emo?
objects around.
Splam, blam, 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 blam. Ah! Oh my god, it's on me!
Run!
Fuck. Fucking run! Oh my god, it's so scary looking.
This is dead end.
No.
Where do we go?
Oh my god, it took a fucking bite.
disappeared.
I have a ginormous fucking bite mark out of my ass. It did so much damage.
Let's keep going.
I have
Let's
a bear
go
trap.
back. Okay.
I do
Oh my-
appreciate
I think I'm
that
limping
in
now.
this game, unlike in Phasmo, you can actually run for more than 5 feet without keeling over.
Unheard of.
What? Oh, ring.
No, that's the house. No, that's the house. That's where we came from.
Okay, let's not go
We cut
there.
across to the house.
Okay, let's not go to the house then.
let's go back.
Melon, are you insane? He gets his ass eaten and he wants to go back for more.
Oh, I have a
found
globe.
Face statue. I picked up the face statue.
Y'all are going towards the house.
Yeah, let's go
Did
back.
we do the? What happened? Did we do the quest? What?
We got
like,
a clue.
What's our
We
objective?
got a clue. We have to. We have to do quests, which was the candle thing, and then we got a clue for it. So we need to go to another location, do a quest, get a clue, and once we have all the clues, we can tell the demon to fuck off.
We can beat him up.
Okay, now where did we come from? Did we go right?
That was triangle. So if we go, let's go
left
towards
here? Like this
triangle.
Was that triangle? Did we go? I think we,
Oh,
we didn't go triangle, right?
We didn't go triangle. So let's go
Yeah.
triangle.
Oh, there's another house over here. I can see windows.
Ooh, look.
Oh,
Oh, a shovel. Someone
A
take
shovel.
A shovel.
You have found a shovel.
I've got a crowbar, paddles, and a shovel. This demon
shovels you can
stinks.
use to dig things up. I think this is something you can dig up with a shovel right here.
Oh yeah. Hold on. No. Okay.
Ooh, house.
This seems safe. Oh look, there's like flashlights and chalices.
Oh, I got a pearl necklace
I
and
got
a
a
key.
gold chalice.
Ooh, I found some.
I also got a
cornflakes.
map.
Anybody hungry?
I should not be picking up all this stuff because I'll never
Cornflakes.
use it.
Wait, why am I on the table?
Cornflakes at a time like this.
You can jump,
Oh.
homies.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, you can. Oh,
What?
there's another flashlight.
Oh my god!
Oh, you can get spare flashlights, which makes me think that the
Hey,
flashlights have a
hey,
battery.
crowbar man.
Oh yeah,
Crowbar
yeah,
man.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
a.
I'm on this.
Oh, I
That
got
was
a
just
first
the
aid
house
kit.
settling? Fuck off. That was not just the house
Also,
settling.
I'm just looting this house. I'm just stealing everything from this house. I'm just
Good,
pressing
we
E.
don't get paid enough for this. This was
Wow.
helpful. Wow.
Demon hunting. in this
There's
one?
another room we can
backpack.
open upstairs.
Oh, nice! I found the Atari game Welcome to Hell.
Oh, I
also
found
have a
another
key for a
crowbar.
bathroom somewhere.
Yeah, there's another thing you can break
Oh,
down.
first
over
aid kit! First aid kit!
Oh, nice.
Melon, you're hurt, right?
Oh yeah, I already have one. I've been looting, but I've been very quiet about it.
There's
There's another,
multiple. Oh wait, here we go.
Oh. Petrock, there, get up here.
Yes, sir.
I have the
get
key
to
for
where
a
that walk.
bathroom.
Another first aid kit.
Oh, I can use this paddle in the tub.
That's disgusting.
Walkie-talkie, there's another one here.
Oh. You found a walkie-talkie. Oh, there's a red box.
There's a red.
Holy crap! I found a gold bar. All right, let's leave, guys. You're set.
Wait, we have two technically. I found one as well earlier.
I love my baby.
Fantastic.
Who has the other walkie-talkie?
I have it.
If we see a bathroom that's locked, I have a
Check
key
1
for it.
2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check check check.
Where the
Check one,
fuck
two.
is this
Hello,
monster at?
Oh, I don't think it works. Isn't
Anybody check out the bathroom yet?
there? Yeah, technically.
Oh, I found a portrait that I'm gonna take.
Did we go downstairs? Did we go
Like a
downstairs?
basement.
Yeah, there's a basement.
No, we did not.
Okay, who's coming to the basement with me?
How much stuff can I carry?
Oh my god, there's a bunch of fucking loot down here. There's a baby.
Oh, I found another face
There's
statue.
another crowbar. Oh, a knife!
I keep picking.
I picked up a
I keep
dagger
picking up all the maps.
Where's the crowbar?
on the
Oh,
in
I
the
turned
wall.
the power on, I think.
In the wall.
There was power? Yeah, right
I
here.
Flip the brake.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
that thing.
baby bug, baby bug, baby bug. Chili's baby back
Baby
ribs.
back ribs.
Yeah, that light
Oh.
helped so much. Okay, so I picked up a bloody knife and a poster.
Right.
What do you think we're meant to do with that?
I don't know. I have like 3 maps in my inventory. I'm not sure if we.
Oh,
should-
anybody want a can of Dubmeister beer?
Oh,
Incredible.
always use a bruise. Oh look, this candle is lying down, but the flame is still like.
Melon, you
Melon, I
have to
swear to God.
yourself.
What?
I'm
This is
keeping this
yawning.
bear trap on me at all times.
Okay, so where do we need to go next?
Oh well, we can go back to where we came from.
Backtrack, perhaps?
Yeah, I think we need to backtrack.
Oh, I found ocean.
Did anybody get the crowbar that was in the wall downstairs?
We found ocean.
Yes, I got it.
Look, there's a wait. There's something over there.
there's
That must be the
House.
final area that we can unlock. I bet. Oh no, there must be a boat with the paddles.
Is there a
Gotta
boat I
be,
can use my
right?
paddle on?
Oh, maybe. Maybe we need to find it.
Where the fuck is this monster at?
Do you Melon?
Oh my god, what is that?
More paddles.
Oh,
that
Mousy,
might be
can you
something
dig
to
this
dig
up?
up. Shovel,
Mousy, I think we'll
shovel,
dig this up.
shovel.
Place skulls on the wooden pipe.
Quest item. I picked up a skull.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, put the skull here.
Where?
Are there
On
more
the
paddles over here?
On one
Oh,
of the.
canoes, kayaks.
Oh, there's
do I put
another mound. Mousy, if you wanna dig this up.
Oh, I put the skull
On
up.
top.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Yeah. Wait, can we use the kayaks?
Okay, so we've
Melon just teleported across the world to the island.
we need more skulls.
Okay, do not sail. You instantly teleport to a scary island.
I got another skull.
Wait.
We need
Wait.
2 more.
Wait.
Does anyone see any other dirt mounds?
This is
I think
water.
there was one where, outside the house, but we sort of just forgot about it.
Was no, I couldn't dig that up.
You stole the other walkie-talkie. Could you pull that out and make some distance?
I'm not sure it actually works.
I don't know. I'm pretty far away from you.
Kerm?
Do I sound close? Hello? Yeah. No, we're far away from each other now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this.
I think
the
it just
walkie-talkie.
works.
Yeah,
First
are you with Melon?
afraid,
Tell me
I
how-
was petrified. Kept thinking I can never live without you by my side.
Hello?
Hello? If Melon was talking, I did not hear it.
Okay. Any more mounds?
Oh, did Melon go over to the island? No.
I don't know.
Oh, there.
Melon just wandered.
I just walked in and found out
We need more mounds. We need to finish the puzzle.
Oh, there's a thing here. Like a clue, maybe. With the phone number on it? Pentagram, skull, ice pick, and then call this number for, I don't know, spies.
I should have made you leave your key.
We need to find more sand mounds.
Oh, what? Leave me alone! Why are you always going for me, you fucking boneless freak? Ah! He's killing me! It's eating my legs!
I can't hide.
Why does it keep going for me?
Where's the water? We lost
You're
the
the-
water.
We'll find it again.
It fucking only goes for me. Ah! It's my...
That's the LP.
Okay, so that's what the hell is that? And
Bro,
how-
what about the skull quest? Did we finish the skull
no, we
quest?
didn't. I needed help finding the fucking dirt mounds, but you wandered the fuck off, my dude.
Melon, are you hurt?
Yeah, well, sorry. Do you not control of your own legs, right?
These are med
Okay, well
kits.
let's backtrack
Don't
to
blame
the
me.
beginning and take us the road branches out. Okay?
Where even are we?
I
We
don't
go
know,
back
let's just
over
walk-
here. I remember.
Let's just walk back.
Oh, there's water. Okay, so walk towards the water.
Maybe
There's the skull
missing
thing.
skulls. Maybe they're on the island.
Yeah.
Maybe. But did we check the whole coastline?
Yeah, well, I
did not
tried
go all the way around.
getting on the kayaks, but they weren't working.
Do you see
So we
anything?
go all the way around.
Yeah,
no,
let's go
so if you, I equipped the paddles and I clicked on the kayaks, but it just teleported me like back on the beach.
Okay, let's see.
Maybe it'll work after we have done the skulls.
Maybe.
Did we go to this house?
Did we?
Is it the house?
Yeah, this is the house.
Oh.
Well, you said there was a dirt
Oh,
mound
there's
here,
a
so where
mound.
is it?
Yeah, I think on the other side where we came in.
Are you sure?
It looks
Oh yeah,
like
this
one.
is the other way we came in.
That's not a
No,
mound.
I think
it
it's
was.
just this. It looks like it looked like a mound, but I think
It's a rock.
Not a boulder. It's a rock.
It's a rock. Okay, so back to the beach then to find more skulls. They've got to be around here somewhere. Maybe back the other way then. Yeah, Melon's wandered the fuck off. He gets on me. He gets on me for there he is.
Oh, there. He is.
Hello.
Did you find any more mounds? We looked the other direction.
No, I went to the island. There's a green glowing letter if you want to go look at on the island.
Oh, that's
The island.
How do I get on?
I get put back on the beach. I'm not sure why.
How do we go over?
Mousie, do you have a paddle?
I think so. How do I equip it?
You have to equip it, and then you have to. I don't know. Let's just say.
How do you see your oh, there we go.
Press tab. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me over the walkie-talkie?
Hello?
Collect 0
Ooh.
of 2 wooden masks. Why are there a bunch of Greek urns here?
Yeah. I mean, why is anything?
Are we gonna fight Hercules?
Imagine. The demon is actually Hercules.
Say amen. There he goes again.
Examine. We haven't been examining anything. I don't know if we're meant to. There's just a random calculator here. All these old, like, urns and things, and then...
There's a vaguely classical theme.
I found a dirt mound.
No, it's like a window.
Oh, really? Did you? Oh, shit, yeah, you did.
Yep.
Okay. On it. One of the skulls! You were right!
Oh, you needed a shovel to find the skull? I was just running around.
Bro. Melon and his attention span. Speedrun.
What?
Any percent.
Well, paddles are just shovels of the ocean, so...
True! That's 2. I think we need... Wait, did we only need 2?
I think so.
Should we go back and place them? Okay.
Where the fuck is this monster at?
Bro! What is... Okay, who has the skull? The other one?
Are we missing one?
Who picked up the other one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah!
Hey!
Ayo, ayo!
One more
oh!
picture.
3 out of 4 steroid pictures. Oh, okay. I have one.
Yeah, I have one as well.
Where do we put it, though?
We need to figure out still. So now we need to go the other way. The way we were... Remember the way we found earlier? Where's that sign? If we go back towards that...
Cammy, it's
Oh,
5
you-
player. One
the
people,
stone
someone
road.
controls the beast.
The beast.
Yeah,
not
I
sure.
want to control the
The
beast
beast.
next.
So that's
Is
the
this where we came
water.
Yeah, we came from here.
We were looking for the flower. Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
Let's see what's this way. Bro.
Oh my god!
Sweet Jesus Christ!
Bayou,
this one.
bayou, she bayou.
Oh,
I'm-
Mousie.
Yeah, can these
I
mounds
think
be
you can
dug?
dig up this dude's grave.
There are a lot of these mounds around.
Oh, it's another, help wanted code.
Right, pentagram, skull, scythe.
That again.
Is it 2 sides crossed on each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the same one at the camp.
Oh,
Ooh! A plague mask.
cool.
We're just grave robbing at this point. Ooh, ritual item!
Oh,
Wooden
Oh,
mask.
That was a wooden mask for
Another
the
one
island.
over here. Does everyone have a
Oh,
wooden
we
mask?
completed something.
Yeah, that's
2
for the
wooden
wooden island,
masks.
isn't it? Or the...
Another walkie-talkie.
Oh yeah,
Take
someone
that
take that. I think you have to have it equipped for it to like make a mound.
What's this? Oh, a ritual
Jerry
item.
can, we need.
Oh my god, we dug up
Escape.
this jerry can's grave. Oh no. This is Jerry.
Okay, so do we need to go back to the
So-
island to do this ritual?
Probably.
There's 2 more
There are
mounds
some
here
more.
if you
There are
wanna
some
dig
more.
'em up.
Yeah,
Oh,
mounds
yeah, let
around.
me...
Nice
What
shot.
in the fuck is that?
Oh no, someone's Amazon packages. Buried.
This is what happened to them.
Where the frick
I leave
demon
all my
spawn?
possessions.
Oh my god, Melon! Do you just want to die?
Well, so far this is a hiking simulator.
Ooh, big
Give me the
clay
demon.
pot.
Okay, fine, let's
Big
go,
clay
let's
pot
go. Let's go find your
may
fucking demon.
May go
I
on
think
the
they have
island
to
with the
spawn
others.
in by themselves. Ah, fucking bollocks!
Oh, haunted pumpkin.
Oh, that did damage to my health.
Did it?
Yeah, that pumpkin shot up through my legs.
Oh.
Melon's just fucking... Swear to God.
Melon did not consent to that pumpkin. Spooky.
So we go back to the island.
think.
Yeah, we're on the beach that takes you to the island now.
Okay, so do we use the masks?
I don't know. Maybe we put them.
I think we
I found a
apply them
pot.
to something.
Where do we put them?
I thought that I think I could put somewhere.
Here, maybe?
Oh yeah, right here, maybe?
I have a pot that I could pick up. Do you want me to?
Can you put it there?
Where does it want?
Well, that didn't work.
Maybe it just gave us the quest here.
Do we actually know, if it wanted them here, or...
Why is it like old, like Greek or Roman?
This is what we
infrastructure
were
when we're getting chased
wondering.
by a Wendigo.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't just put the masks on. Okay, maybe the thing takes place
No.
somewhere else.
Yeah, I think... Maybe we
Maybe
try and
we
go
have to
back to,
come
like,
back
the
here.
beginning, back to where we came from, and then...
This is the first run through. This is our first.
Yeah, because right now it's supposed to be 5-player, so robot is controlling.
By the graves, there was another. That we didn't go to.
Okay, let's go back to the graves then.
Did you just miss the Wendigo?
I ran! Like I saw it and I ran!
Oh fuck!
It's always you!
Why is it always me?
I didn't cut another med kit. I need some.
Yeah, what's going on?
Y'all,
We
what
have
the
it.
hell is happening in the forest over there?
Only you can prevent.
Oh, it's
It's on the
fucking
floor,
loud.
It's on the floor. It's on the floor. It's on the floor. Right.
Oh, thank you.
Where'd they go? Over there.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Valhalla! Nope, don't die.
That is just loud.
Okay, so this isn't anything.
Yeah, I was misled.
And the road ends here.
Did it again to your heart.
Okay.
Do we want to keep walking into the dark forest?
Fuck it, let's do
I
it.
feel like
Might
we
as
followed
well.
the road. Yeah.
Those first to become.
That's fire.
Boo! Now we're just. Oh, I see a house or shouse.
Hey!
It's a new one.
Yeah, this is a
No,
new one.
is it a new one?
Yeah, look, there's loads of shit we can take and steal.
Oh,
So far, it just feels
Oh,
like
look.
we're looting. Find the password and open the safe barn.
Oh, I found a bunch of blocks.
Yeah, we're looking for a password.
oh shit.
Bro, what the fuck was that?
It's just like one of those like jump scare things.
Ugh.
Yes. Not to be confused with the Panasonic TV, the Power Sonic. All my homies love a Power Sonic. Dude, Mousie, if you didn't have one of these in your house growing up, were you really even alive? I mean,
Yeah, I had one. I had one that had the VHS built in.
hell yeah, dude. If you don't rewind the VHS tapes, you're...
Yeah. Melon was too young for that, so he wouldn't really
What
Kerm
was
was
this?
as well.
What is this?
We're talking about how
You're
you
talking
two are
about-
too young for. Oh, there's a shovel
What?
here for someone.
To be mauled by a Wendigo? What do you mean?
I'll take a
No.
shot.
I found a bunch of those mask things.
Oh, cool.
No, boy, fuck off! Go for someone new, you fucking big baby!
Take him to the take him to the bathroom.
Will you fuck off, man? Every single time! So loud as well.
Where? Did we lose anyone?
I hid in the building like a coward.
I hid in the building as well. Where did it go?
What the fuck is going on in here? Bro, every room I walk into, I'm fucking
Oh,
cursed.
there's another walkie-talkie here.
Have we
I'll take
found the code yet?
I found a
Here's
copy
Big
of
Dragon
the
1, Big
Mousie.
Dragon 1.
Oh, I found a
Oh,
med kit.
again.
I'm gonna need a med kit.
Bro.
Melon,
Oh,
need a
some
med kit.
succulents. There's some succulents in here. Look at all these succulents. Oh wow, some succulents.
You're never too young to
Is that
get
some
mauled by a
aloe vera?
Wendigo. Where the fuck is this code? Wait, are there dartboards everywhere?
No, but is this not the code?
8.
Quick,
Okay, wait,
what
what
is
does it
the
want us to
point
put in the
value
code?
of this dartboard?
I don't know.
Is this
Where
one of
does
the
it
clues
want
on the
us to
safe?
input
Maybe
it?
it's just. It says the barn. Where the fuck's the barn at?
It must be
The
this
symbol
one.
must be a key or something.
What did it tell you again?
No, please. Not at a time like this.
The wooden masks.
Oh, look, an outhouse.
Where the fuck is this
Feel
barn
like-
at?
Somebody wants to be.
Okay,
Wow.
well, we completed the wooden masks thing, so if we can figure out how to cash that in, maybe we'll. be
Well,
able
we
to
need the
progress.
code as well. So, like, what's.
Did you ever have someone in your town
okay,
fall down
try
a
it.
well?
I'm gonna try code.
No, because I don't live in the 16th century.
What? You didn't have a local well?
No, what are you talking about?
We had, yeah. Sandra Candles fell down our well.
And
Oh,
then you
yeah?
have to enter, I think.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
there's only 4 codes. Never mind.
Wait, do I have something in my inventory?
Is it not the, like, skull
Oh, I
things
have a
you be picking
map.
up?
Ooh.
I have a map. Okay,
Maybe we should go
Can you
explore all
overlay the
nodes.
map with whatever this symbol is?
there's nothing on the map
Oh,
that
is
has
that like
that. Let me
No,
see.
but
I'll...
does that symbol show the nodes?
No,
Because look on the safe.
there's no symbol on any notes.
Look on the safe.
Yeah, I saw this. I saw the note on the. I see it.
Yeah.
Come in.
But is it like a route? Does that correspond to the?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll come back to here then.
They said in the barn is where the code is, didn't they? Or is that the barn over there?
That doesn't seem like very barn-like to me.
Yeah. No, I think the barn is where we just were. We needed
Whoa,
the code
what the
for the
fuck is
safe in
this?
the barn.
Ooh.
Sci-fi.
Oh,
Another shovel.
2430. No, I just okay. That was the dumbest
Oh,
puzzle
yeah.
of my life.
2430.
Random glowing TV gives you the answer. Jesus Christ.
2430.
Oh,
Okay,
I
I've
have
got, like,
one of
2
the
of
clay pots.
Okay, we have more. We have more clues. All
Yeah.
right, nice. Let's get more.
Hmm. Yeah, this brisk walk simulator is really good.
For fuck's sake, Melon!
We can turn up the difficulty.
Yeah.
We can.
When
yeah,
to go, more like when to gone. I'm sorry!
Speaking of
I'm
when-
sorry! I'm sorry! Oh, this is the end! Take Mousie instead, please!
what the hell is wrong with you?
I'm not looking too good, Chief.
No inventory space.
I'm bleeding out. Oh, I'm getting a little woozy.
More Jerry
Okay,
cans. We need
I got it.
I'm getting woozy.
I got him.
Oh, I see the end. I see the Black Mountain.
There's something blue over here.
Oh.
There's a quest item over
Oh,
here.
I found a thing with blood. Like a paint.
I found a quest
I'm infected
item.
by something.
There's also some wood.
Does anyone else hear those hyenas? Or
Yes,
am Alright, I was like, fuck.
There's something red
Week
over
2
here.
of off meds. Is anyone else hearing those hyenas?
Do you guys hear the guy in my walls?
What is that red light in the distance?
Let's find out.
Oh, that's the pentagram! That's the
We
pentagram!
found the pentagram.
Oh, yes! Well, yeah, of course.
Place items.
Place I.
Oh, there's so much stuff around here.
What item?
Oh my.
Picked up death book.
How do you place an item?
Well, that's the least creative name.
I think it's the ritual items we need to collect first. I think we need all of them.
Was
right.
it not the jerry cans? The Jeffrey cans for to start the fire? That looks like a thing to start a fire in.
What's the point of having all these flashlights if they never expire?
In case you missed
It'll
them,
come
I
in
guess.
the future.
Do I just drop the item in there?
No, I think you use them. I think you need all of them to do it.
Yeah, it might recognize that we need. Well, that's kind of dumb. Maybe we
There's
don't
a
have
shovel
enough.
over there.
There was more back, possibly where we were. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me
How
look
have
at
we
the map.
found 4 out of 1 pentagrams?
So we're at. We were near circle. Are we now at star?
If we go back, follow the road, we'll see the sign.
Where
I
is the
saw
road?
a sign. I opened.
That's a
my
great
eyes,
question.
saw a sign.
I think this is the road. No. It's not.
Walk around the perimeter of this place until we find something.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I found a gazebo. There's some
Garlic!
garlic.
Nice. We can ward off vampires.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is there a sign this way?
I saw something green and glowing.
Well, this is towards the pentagram, so this might be the main road.
There's a house if we turn around.
Oh, is there?
This is
Yeah. Oh, there's also a guy! There's also a guy. I'll burn him.
And look, he's beeline towards me. He's beeline towards me. You fucker. Ow! Oh, once again, I am bleeding out on the floor. And he's infected me with something.
Are you becoming one
My
of them?
vision's gonna... Am I becoming Wendigon?
Abby, thank you for 7 months.
I found.
Oh, we found another one.
Oh, door is locked. Door is locked. Anybody have a key?
Oh, I have
Somebody
a...
has
Oh,
a key,
I had
right?
the key. I had the bathroom key.
I stepped in a bad trap. My leg is
Look.
damaged.
There's symbols everywhere.
Found motor oil.
Oh
and
my
jerry
god, this
cans.
must be the Wendigo on their wedding night. Oh.
What are you talking about? Okay. We've done one of them. Okay, so now we need to go do the other ones.
Wow, what the how the fuck much tasks do we have to do?
Right. I have a second bad trap if anyone wants it.
Oh, there's more
think
up
it's for
here. There's a
Wendigo.
ritual thing up here.
Oh, I have
1960.
another code.
Where's up it?
1960.
Oh, that.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of stuff in this house.
Whoa. I don't know, guys. I think something bad happened here.
Alright, Melon,
What
do you
gave
want
it
a bad
away?
trap?
Oh, I found the last clay pot.
Oh,
Ghost
great.
picture.
And
Money.
there's a burning diary here. Find to return the kid's teddy
Right.
bear.
There's a
Oh,
bad trap
we
out,
found
Melon,
that.
on
Who
the
picked
floor.
up the teddy bear? Who picked up the teddy bear?
Oh, I-
give it back to them.
Kerm,
Kerm,
give it back
Yes,
to the ghost.
someone pick up the bat trap.
Will, just
I will.
please.
Hi.
Okay, we
It's,
have.
you equip it and
How much fucking
the floor.
tasks do we have?
I
Bloody
can't. I have
Norman.
no inventory space.
Oh,
Did anyone
thank you.
just drop a shovel from the ceiling?
No.
I think that
dropped
was
the shovel
a
upstairs.
ritual thing.
Okay,
Oh,
so now we
did-
can go do
did-
all the ritual things. Oh, there's a door we can open over here. There's several actually. Oh, there's a kitchen.
Oh, there's. What is that?
There's a clown
I got a
mask.
plague mask.
Okay, let me open up this.
Oh, also, I went the other way and I saw that the pentagram before was on diamond, I think.
Oh, another
Oh,
code.
I know the code for this. Oh, we already have it.
Yeah, cool.
1960.
Yeah. Oh,
We
what's
need
this?
face statues. We have plenty of face
Oh, I
statues.
found a map. Nice.
Eyes
have,
without a
Okay, so we
thing.
have all the statues.
Oh,
Now what? Oh, if you open up tab, you can find. You can see what we've done. So we've done the objectives.
We found.
Just keep spamming this.
Are we meant to find the other one, maybe?
The
Oh
other
no! Look, we're
pentagram?
adding items. Look, there's more items in there.
Oh! We've added all the ones we
Right,
could to
Petrarch,
this.
do you have stuff?
Oh, did we do it?
Oh God!
Hey!
What the fuck? Oh,
Yeah! Oh my god, I have to start the game again. Okay, hold on. I need to... It kicked us out. Be... Will it let us do 5? We gotta find out.
well, that was interesting.
That was something.
Yep.
Okay, so how do we set up player versus player then? I've got the game mode set to player versus player. Do you want me to set it to... Remove object highlights, roads, and HUD?
Ooh.
That
No.
sounds awful. Okay, hold on. So
But
players...
who's the?
it's not giving me
Can
another
we make
slot
the
for
demon
that.
random?
Well,
It might
the
end-
game mode is set to players versus players. Room is full. Okay, so
So I mean,
maybe it is on.
Oh, is it like fucking DVD?
Oh no. Should we ready up and see what it does?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, let's try
Gonna
that.
get queued with the #1 demon player.
It's 3 it is only 4 people. And Melon's the demon. This is so unfair.
Okay,
Oh,
so
so
I
it's
think
just
us
what we
three.
do,
Against Melon.
I think what we're meant to do is when we find the walkie-talkies to like start splitting up and do the like clues, like individually maybe.
Okay, well
Get
let's find the
flashlight.
the road's this way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, moon.
Crescent.
I want to know what it looks like for him.
Triangle.
Oh, quest item.
Yes.
Crowbar. Good.
Let's go to the Halo.
Halo? Let's go Halo, okay.
I got a face statue.
Nice. Don't trust the voices you hear.
Okay. Oh, got the crowbar right.
Yep.
Found a walkie-talkie and a gold bar.
Oh, cool. Another walkie-talkie.
Don't trust the voices you hear. That's concerning.
Another gold bar. Nice.
What are we meant to
Oh,
do?
walkie-talkie in the Mousie. There's a walkie-talkie in the.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
He's here.
Is he?
I heard it. I think.
What?
I did hear the growl, but maybe it's the don't trust the voices thing.
Don't trust the voices. Limewood, thank you for throwing your prime at us. Thank you for 67 months.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Okay.
Anyways,
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. Oh, he's here. Mousie, do you need a medkit?
I need a moment. Holy shit! Thank you.
What is this?
That was some of the funniest shit I think I've seen today. Holy shit! I didn't realize we'd be able to hear him. Oh my god. Oh look, the playground. I got a knife for all the good it will do.
Cut that demon up.
Gang, my leg is smashed. Does anyone have a med kit?
No, I used it.
I
'cause
had
was
one,
at
but I
half
gave it
health.
to Mousie.
Oh shit, cause I cannot run.
Oh shit. We'll find one, we'll find one.
Yeah, I stepped in a bad trap again.
Mate, what?
Your own bear trap?
No, I just found it. Well, it found me.
I can't believe I can't believe the demon has melons. Oh god, that was so funny. I can't get over that. Do we go towards triangle now?
Right, just call on the walkie-talkie. I think I'll try and go somewhere else.
Okay. Wee woo, can you hear us, Kerm?
Yes, I can hear loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. Kerm is going somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm just trying to this other way.
How do we use the walkie-talkie?
I think it's just automatic because I can hear him as if he's next to me.
Yes, you
Oh,
hold it
yeah,
in your
okay,
hand and
okay.
talk.
Oh look,
Ooh, bunny.
nice. Let's go in. Oh, what's over here?
Oh, we need to enter the keypad's code.
Oh, okay, let's go in the
TV,
house.
Magic TV time.
Bread. Picked up a crown. Oh, okay.
Ooh, there's a crowbar in the oven. Nice.
Mate, come over here.
Me?
No, sorry.
What? What?
Look.
Oh, someone had a bad time.
This rat had a bad time. It looks
Okay,
like
I'm
it's
at
been
the beach.
sacrificed.
Oh, I think a backpack gives you extra carrying space.
Kerm, can you hear me?
Oh, it's locked. Oh wait, Mousie,
Yes,
you
I
have a
hear.
crowbar, right?
We found a sacrificed rat.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Mousie, here's a backpack for you for extra space.
Oh, hell yeah. I unlocked that door as well, by the way.
I'm just gonna take a quick trip to the island.
Okay, good luck. Can you hear me
I'm gonna
now?
look upstairs.
Can you still hear me, Kerm, actually?
Oh, found one of the paintings.
Kerm,
I found
good luck on the
oh,
island.
8442. 8442 is the code.
Nice, 8442.
What?
Oh, sorry, we have
Yeah.
codes. We're doing projects.
Yes.
8442. What else is up here? These doors
Oh,
are...
I found a clue. Oh, I found
nice.
and returned the kid's pink.
Why is there like bone dust?
You guys would not guess what I just found another one of.
What did you find?
Well, it starts with B and it rhymes with air trap.
You stepped in another bear trap?
Yeah.
May... It's the other side. The keypad.
There are a bunch of like vases and stuff that I'm
Did you go
picking
down
up
to the
here.
basement, Mousie? Over?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'll go down.
Sorry, say that again?
A bunch of vases and stuff.
Oh,
Right.
a flashlight! Finally! Oh my gosh.
Gold bars. Oh, there's a crowbar. Look at all the stuff we can take. Oh, I found another med kit.
Yeah, I found
Okay,
a med
hold
kit
on
too.
to that.
Oh, there's another walkie-talkie over here, homie, if you want it.
I already
we all
have
have-
one.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a walkie-talkie. So we can just leave it behind.
Cool.
Oh, there's a thing here. Clue. And a bunch of crowbars.
Ooh, and a picture. Okay.
Walkie-talkie. Okay, I think we cleared this place out.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm done with the island. I'm just sweeping the beach.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of locked rooms in here.
I'm headed back to the main.
Yeah, there's locked rooms over here.
Hello?
Hello.
LOL. Demon be gone. Why are we chatting with the demon? I can't build point to scare someone. Google how. What's the code again?
8442?
Yay! Oh, nice. Are there any
Broken girl
keys? This is it? So where are the keys for
That's it,
those
I
locked
guess.
rooms?
Right, I found
Yeah, it must
nothing.
must be somewhere else, and then we come back, I guess?
Let's go around the house.
There are no like digging mounds on the beach like there was last time.
Right, okay.
Oh, interesting.
Here, I'll hold the flashlight. Oh, is this the beach? We found the
wonder
beach.
what Melon's POV is. Like, does he know where we are? Does he have like a respawn
He
timer?
apparently can't build
Oh, I found you
points.
guys.
Oh, hi!
Oh, hey.
So Melon can't
Help!
build points.
Fix my
to
leg.
Yeah, we have a health kit. Here you go. How do I drop this? There.
Do you need multiple?
there.
Because here's multiple as well.
Here. Right here. Kerm. Kerm? Kerm?
The med kit was late.
Oh yeah, apparently
Lost
apparently if I'm when I'm in the inventory thing, I can't talk apparently.
Here.
Do you need more med kits, Kerm, or just
No,
There's
I
one
think
right
I'm
here.
good now. I'm good now. I can run.
Okay.
I don't have the
I'll just
inventory
hold on
space.
to
I
it
still
for
don't have a
now then.
backpack.
Big V, thank you for 48 months.
Thank you though.
We appreciate that.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, there's a shovel.
Yes, I haven't found anything to
Paddle.
dig.
does
So
that
the road is
sound?
up here.
More paddles.
Oh, see, here's another paddle.
Some blood. Thank you. What was on the island? And what's over there?
Oh, there's something over here. Oh, it's another paddle.
Been over there.
It's a paddle.
Yeah.
Okay.
The island a bunch of vases, but there was no like interactive thing. There wasn't anything I had to bring there. You guys want to go to the?
Ooh, there's
Let's
a
get
quest
lucky.
item. Another vase. Okay. A crowbar. Ooh, a graveyard.
Oh, let's get digging.
More vases.
I shall supervise the digging.
Someone's Amazon packages. Why would they bury this stuff? What kind of graveyard is this?
Like those DVD copies of Daddy Daycar are very important to that person.
That's it? Oh, there's more
There's
over
two
here.
more over here.
Bruh.
Another one up top. There's some more gravestones up here. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Oh,
Whoa!
this seems like a trap.
This seems...
This somehow seems like... Oh, Lucian! Dig up League of Legends.
Oh, shit, yeah! Disappointing. Oh, there's a mask. Oh, quest item!
I'll hold on to the med kit, I guess. I'll be the med guy.
Okay, cool. We found some things. Now we just need to figure out where they go.
Still no keys, sadly. Yeah, we need to find one of the pentagrams.
Should we go through the woods again for the shits and giggles?
Yeah, let's do it. You guys hear that?
Bro.
Oh yeah, he's coming.
Mousie?
Yeah?
Mousie, are you on the walkie-talkie? Hello?
Hello, I'm in a greenhouse. I think you're near me.
Ooh, I pick up all the logs.
Right.
Hi.
So I hit Melon with the bear trap, but it didn't do anything.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. I have no inventory space. Anyone want some beer? And another crowbar?
I don't have inventory space.
Oh, quest item.
Oh, Melon. Or, not Melon, Kern. You need a backpack, right?
Yes.
There's
I
a
got another
backpack
quest
in
item.
This house.
Did you say Kurt?
I said Kern. I said Melon and then I said Kern.
Another quest item, if someone has space.
Yes,
Good
I
God.
have just...
A fuse? Are we gonna blow up the demon?
Let's do it. Melon won't know what hit him.
We do a bit of pyrotechnics.
Just a bit. Just a bit.
We have all the face statues.
So what are we missing? We're missing a jerry can, a broken girl
And we need to
picture,
find a pentagram.
and
Oh, there's
clues.
graveyard.
Wasn't that the graveyard we were at? This is new. Oh, this is a new one.
What is this? Oh, the fuses. Okay,
Oh.
well, that one. Oh, sweet.
Another med kit, another backpack. Cannot
That
carry any
it?
more backpacks. All hail the floating alcohol.
Golden man.
Okay, so that we picked up quest items and we did a quest. So.
Okay, I have 6 med kits, so I think we're pretty
Ballin'.
safe.
Yeah, I am on 48 HP. Maybe I should
Oh,
med kit up.
Yeah, that would be. Oh, could I have a medkit as well? Because I'm on 74. Let Kerm heal up first.
There we go.
You heal up?
Mousie, pick it up.
They only do 20 at a time.
Okay, there we go. Thanks, homie.
Nice, we still have 3 medkits.
Let's go! What's this say? This is Star. So we were at Star. Have we been to Circle?
Yes, we've been at Waves, we've been
Ooh,
at
what's that? Should
Asterisk,
stop. What is this?
Diamond.
Oh, black diamond. Get out your skis.
So it's March 2nd.
This is interesting.
When it's coming out.
There's a house?
Swing. Oh yeah, look!
This thing. Yeah.
Can we go inside this? We can. Oh, another medkit.
Jesse.
More
Time
medkits.
to cook.
Quest items. Woo! Oh, paint
Oh,
can.
key.
Oh, key for the other house.
I
maybe?
hope it's a universal key, and we can use it
Door
on all
is
those
locked.
locked doors. Okay, well that key does not work
Jerry
for that locked
can.
door.
There's a key over here.
We got 3 of 3 jerry cans.
There's
There's a locked door over here. There's a locked door right there.
No, that my key doesn't work.
Another
for that
key. Master bedroom key. Where are the other
one.
locked
So much
doors?
gold.
Oh,
I got one open.
nice. Interesting fridge. Who lives out here, by the way?
With piles of gold bars and coins.
Yeah, for real. With a lit
Bronze
fire
swords.
as well. Oh, there's an upstairs. What the hell? Well, my key doesn't work on this.
Yeah. Neither does mine. Pedrick, do you have keys?
Yeah, I have one key. Let me see.
Check this one up here.
Well, the teams haven't been locked down yet. I've had to communicate with
Yay, it worked.
Medkit.
Ooh, the picture.
So the teams
No,
are
that's a
Yeah,
stairway picture.
Took one of those already?
Yeah,
Oh.
I have 2.
How many?
We still need the broken girl
Okay.
picture.
basically still 2 people out.
I found another key.
Oh, there's a blocked door
Yeah,
downstairs.
try one of the downstairs.
Oh, another
Yeah.
map.
There, but
Oh, wonderful.
it's also
Hmm.
it's a great project.
Who is the
Nope, still
medkit
locked.
medkit
So-
holder?
I have.
Hot boys have to
Oh, my key has a little
stay
triangle on
in.
it.
I'm
Do you remember the other house?
Oh, so does mine. Mine has a triangle as well.
So maybe these are the keys for the
Do you need
rooms
a
at the other
medkit?
house.
Oh,
Yes, I could use a medkit.
I know there's one stuck in.
Where are we again? Are we at the star?
Oh, there's Black Diamond, because I made the stupid skiing joke.
Okay, so if we go back the way we came, go towards, or we could try to cut across. The other house is where the other locked doors may be. Or is there isn't another key somewhere?
I feel like we would have seen.
Door is jammed. Okay, well that's fucked from the other side. Interesting.
I think this
That
house is
probably
done.
means that there's planks on it on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a vase back here.
Ooh, base.
Oh, a bear trap.
Don't
Let me
step-
not step on it.
You can pick it up and
Goodness.
Jesus Christ!
I wonder if Melon gets to
putting them down slows the.
That's just the other side. Oh, he's here.
Jeffrey! Hello! Kerm, you're mine,
Fuck off.
Kerm!
No. Fuck off.
My favorite part of this game is that the demon doesn't have any sort of walking or running animation. He just glides across the floor.
What do you mean? He's running to me.
Okay, I'm good. I can still walk.
Okay, can
Do you want to
we-
make it?
You know what? Well.
Okay, so now we gotta make our way back to Triangle. Okay, so we need to go to the left and then left again once we reach the other thing. Okay. If we hit Crescent, we've gone too far, but there's left, maybe another left. I don't know. We'll see. Let's do this.
I think as a general rule, if we get isolated, just take out the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Another quest item. Nice.
Oh, shh. Hey, we did it.
Nice.
Fuck off.
Oh, he's here.
Silas here, back with another video live.
Just outrun.
No! Stop running, please. Stop running.
Run faster.
Punch!
He's done.
Oh, we made it back to the start.
Oh, yeah, ideal actually.
Oh, we made it back to the start. Okay, so if
This is
we
spawn.
That's where we
Yeah.
started.
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. We can work with this. Where's the path? Here we go.
Yeah. So we just
We
keep
need
pressing.
triangle. Triangle. Here we go.
Oh, here's triangle.
Let's go.
It's the fact that there's no like voice modification on him whatsoever. You just
Yeah, it's the regular ones. Friendly neighborhood demon.
I'm crying. It's so funny. Can you open the door?
Yep, this one works for me.
Hey. Nice. We got. Fucking
Oh!
hell!
Goodness. Why is that the scariest part of the game?
We have 6 out of 5 face statues.
Oh, there's a,
Oh, doors don't work on me! Doors don't work on me! I am the door king! All shall bow before me!
oh my gosh, I'm not doing too hot, fellas. I gotta record Okay, we need to find the pentagram.
Oh, there's a key here.
Wasn't there another locked door at the other house?
That what?
Oh shit, you're right, there
Oh
was.
my
We have to go
God.
back.
Do you remember what that house was?
A diamond.
Diamond.
To get to it, we need to, the next crossroad, we need to go back. If we go to Crescent, we've gone too far. Although we could go straight across the place to.
Where are you? Oh, there you go.
If we can make it to Crescent, the Crescent Moon, we can
Yeah.
Does
take
anybody have a med kit?
No. We can shortcut
You're,
through
you're a
the
mid
jungle.
guy.
Jungle?
The medkit guy has fallen on hard times.
Naked guy has fallen. Thousands must die.
Okay, that's triangle. Where is Crescent?
What happens if I die? Do I just drop all my stuff?
I think we resurrect you.
Oh yeah, there's that.
This is the
resurrection
wrong
thing.
way. This is the wrong way.
Yeah.
We go this way.
Okay, remember if you're missing or
Oh,
someone
here.
else is missing, pull out the walkie-talkie.
Crescent Moon?
No, this is spawn.
Yeah, no, listen to me. Listen. We can cut right across.
Right.
Follow me!
That's probably not important.
I can see the light on the other side.
Okay, and then... This way?
Star is right.
That's circle.
Circle. Diamond.
Diamond!
Diamond.
Let's go!
I've also got a question.
Who picked up the key?
I got the key.
I genuinely thought he couldn't go into houses. I'm gonna be real with you.
If we were smart, we would have used that to put down a bunch of bear traps.
Oh,
I
no.
only had the one, and they get consumed. Yeah, this one.
Yes!
Yay! Oh, there's the picture!
And the picture! Okay, now we
Goes-
need to find the pentagram.
Yeah, we have everything. We just need to find the pentagram. So it's probably Star. Do you think? Have we seen Star?
I don't
Maybe.
recall Star.
Last time it was just in the middle of a
Sweet
field. Oh,
mother
gosh,
of
not
God.
now.
Oh wait, yeah, it's
Let's,
right across.
let's-
So we backtrack the road over here. Go back up the road until we hit the cross section, and then keep going.
Yeah, just Star.
These fucking jump scares are killing me.
Just a dog.
Okay, so let me check the map again. So at the crossroads, we just keep going straight. There should be...
Star's over here.
Okay, let's check it. I hope this is what I think it is. No, this is the graveyard.
Oh.
So it was circle.
Yeah,
Last
did we
time
try
we just
circle?
ran around. Along the border of the map.
Yeah. Let's see what circle is. Feels like we're learning our shapes.
But there was also other pentagrams, right? Because we found another one
Yeah.
in like some random hut. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, here it is. Here it is.
Oh, look. Hurry. Start clicking. Who has the first item?
I can't place the items. Okay, I'm just pressing E. That's not working.
Same. Are we missing items?
I don't.
Oh, do we need to pick up the notes for like the quest entries to register or something?
I don't know. Who has
Wait,
my
I-
jerry can went in? Does somebody else have jerry cans?
Yay!
Yay! Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Whew. Holy shit. That's hard. S G Oh, oops, I sent that to... Let's see if Melon...
Hello?
What in the hell?
Hello.
So, the thing about when you're the Wendigo is it's really hard to spawn in.
Oh.
You have
You
to
control
collect these
the
pink
jump scares.
orbs around the map, and the way you do the scares is sometimes it doesn't give you a chance to scare. You have to like look at the item perfectly, which is like one frame. You have to look at it.
Oh, so you were following
it's
us
like-
around that whole time?
So I was following around, but I also had to leave you to get like purple orbs so I could spawn in. I got used to it towards the end, but
Was that why I keep
Man,
getting
it's-
jump scared by the like things next to me?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
me setting them off, and you have to build up scare points, which is kind of a cool system, but like it's really finicky of how
Do
you
the bear
activate the
traps even
items.
do anything?
I didn't even know you were playing on bear traps. You
Oh.
kept talking about them, and I was like, I have not noticed a single bear trap.
Yeah, because I
love-
put down like 2 or 3 in front of you, and it just didn't do anything.
I absolutely loved the fact that we could just hear you when you
That
spawned
was
in.
the best.
And your
part.
voice was unmodified, like completely.
Oh, really? It
unmodified.
didn't even give me a spooky voice?
No.
No, it's just Dave.
It was
The
just
first
Just
time you
saying.
came out was so funny.
That's why I stopped running from you. I was laughing so hard because it just sounds like you.
What? They don't even give you a spooky voice? That's so stupid,
I
man.
really hope someone clipped it because I was laughing so hard. I took so much damage from you for that just because I stopped and started yelling. Just you shouting.
But yeah, if you're the demon. Oh, also we don't do player versus player, don't we?
Do we want to
Yeah.
do player versus player?
What
or
if we do
wanna
player versus demon but crank up the difficulty?
Yeah, maybe that would be.
Oh god. And it wasn't even animated perfectly. So many clips. So funny.
Yeah, when you were running, you didn't have a running animation. You just hovered across
you
the
didn't
floor.
have any running animation.
It's tough. So when you're if any of you are the Wendigo, you just gotta collect the purple orbs, and then good luck trying to scare anything because you need to look at it perfectly.
Wait, are we doing player versus player?
I think it's-
I think.
Hardcore
I don't mind
player
either way.
versus demon.
Yeah, let's do a difficult player v demon.
Player
Removes
versus demon?
objects, highlights, roads, and HUD.
Yes. It removes everything, yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Down bad Ben Affleck.
Can you change the demon?
No, currently no.
This is all Wendigo.
Yep.
Oh lordy.
Hello?
Hello.
Found
Oh,
a
wait, we
bat
still
trap.
have a tab. So wait, the only thing that's removed on the HUD is just your health, yeah?
Like, yeah, so you can't see your health, you can't see, the objects aren't highlighted now.
Oh, guys, I'm
The
stuck.
object highlight is gonna be annoying.
Like, oh no, I'm free.
I still can't get over you.
It's also
spawning
really
in.
hard to hit them when you're a demon. It's
It was
tough.
so funny.
this way?
I really hope you watch it back and like see some of the clips. I was laughing so
I think
hard.
this is why. I think this is the reason there are so many like redundant flashlights because they're more difficult to see.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Well, I don't have one.
Neither do I.
Exactly.
Oh look.
Also, you can't tell who's speaking.
Oop.
Well,
Good thing we all know what our voices sound like.
No, but like if your mic's on or not, whatever.
Hey, look! I found a building.
Ah man, hardcore. This baby.
Ass to ass with
found a
you.
building.
Na, 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 na.
Oh, it's locked.
Oh no, keys are not highlighted, are they?
No.
Oh, this is gonna be this is
Nothing
gonna be
is-
the longest game ever.
Oh, look, the door's open.
Nice. Okay. Just press E on everything.
A bear trap.
Found a thing.
Oh, nice. Got a flashlight.
Start.
Oh my gosh, this looks so comfy.
Got a med kit.
Yeah, sorta. I don't really like bats. I think it's because I'm
Got
tall.
a round. And a
Yeah,
map.
I was about to say you are stupidly tall, so.
Yep.
Well,
Whoa,
I'm
what
not,
is
I've
that?
never been a big bath guy.
2242.
2242.
Okay, well, somewhere there's a code. There's more upstairs. There's a lot of rooms you can crowbar.
Cool.
Bash, thank you for 81 months. Very much appreciate it. There was
Oh,
there was
now
also a
this is a
ghost hunting
mousy-sized
game.
bed.
Wow, fuck you. There was also a
Was there another crowbar door over here?
there was another ghost hunting game in the collection. I don't know if like halfway through we want to check that out after this match. Might be a fun time.
What's that?
Oh, flashlight. Does anybody not have a flashlight?
Oh, I'll take it. Yoink.
Another locked door.
There's so many locked doors and not enough keys. Where are these keys?
Got another med kit.
These keys.
Welcome to hell. Forgiveness.
You down? Oh, you're in.
Anybody want a candlelight bath?
Me, definitely me.
Right
I'd
now?
love one.
Babe, wake up. We're taking a candlelight bath while there's demons out.
Not now. I'm gaming.
Anybody want to get in the tub?
Hold on, I'm on my way.
Hi there.
Oh my god. Oh, well, I got stuck in this branch.
I hope I'm not
Branch.
missing the keys. Hey, can we get a branch in chat?
Two locked
Can we get a
doors.
branch?
There's several locked doors. It's more than one.
Can we get a branch pinned message?
Oh, what was the code? What was the code?
Oh shit! Yeah, what was the code?
Oh, 2242.
2242.
2242.
Yo!
Yeah.
Nice.
Another med kit.
Got a med kit.
Paddle.
I'll check. Do it,
Okay, so the
Nitro.
keys are probably at another house.
Also, Nightjar, there may have been a screenshot sent to you that was a deepfake that was altered, that was not real. Of me trying to get Branch added back when Nightjar wasn't there.
Was it their truck?
I found it in a face thing.
You
Face
found a
statue.
face? Oh, okay. Trying to find a way.
That's- Oh, what? Why?
Melon! What the fuck? You fucker! Oh
Sorry,
my
I
God.
sneezed.
That was not a sneeze,
Oh,
you
bless you.
fuck. Just for today.
Just for today. Glory to Branch.
Special-
All hail Branch.
Special time offer on branch only this day.
Yep.
This. How many hours? 3?
3.
Not even today, just for this stream. No.
Oh,
Branch
is
will
that a
be eternal.
house?
No, branch is gonna be
House!
taken out by
House! I found a
Shaw.
house!
House alert.
Oh my god.
Okay, don't go near the washing machine.
House is where the home is.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Found some jerry cans.
Another
Found another
flashlight.
flashlight.
Great.
Yeah.
Play
Oh,
the
there's-
memory game at the
Oh,
cabin.
hello! Start. Green. Green, blue. Green, blue. Sorry?
There's a baby
Just,
crying.
Nothing.
Green. Blue.
Got both.
Locked doors.
There's a fucking
Emily
baby
tossing
crying
my
somewhere.
life.
There's a cat, I think.
Green, blue.
That's not a cat. That's a fucking baby, Kerm. What are you on about?
What
Green.
are you
And
talking?
a crowbar.
You think that's a cat? You think that where is a cat?
Blue. Green.
Is it not literally a cat?
No,
Listen to it.
that's a baby crying.
That's a baby. That's a baby.
It's gonna meow.
Blue.
Oh,
Green.
oh my God, the baby!
Oh,
The baby! It's not a baby! It's a Wendigo! It's not a baby! Ah, it's eating me! Okay, so from the baby, I got one. So from the room where the baby was, the fucking Wendigo spawned in.
What?
Yeah,
That'll
so
teach
that
you.
wasn't a baby, that was a Wendigo.
I literally
Now
was
you
doing
know
the
to
memory
change the
game the
baby's
whole
diaper and stuff.
time.
What is with all these locked doors?
Oh,
What
this
was
door is jamming out. What did that say? Oh, jammed. Oh.
You fucker!
it? Doors
You know
jammed.
damn well.
Doors. Door jam, new emote.
Where are these keys? Oh, we found a pentagram.
Oh, nice.
I picked up an
I
urn.
got the med kit. Does
Oh,
anyone?
another med kit. And a
I have a
chalice.
med kit.
Oh, fucking bananas,
Oh, I
man.
got a key.
Wonderful.
I found a death book.
Nice. Any
Gotta go
rooms to open?
I gotta go check all these doors now to see if this one key works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people actually theorize cats can change the tone and frequency of their meows to mimic the cries of human babies. I don't know how much valid research is behind the theory, but cats tend to not meow to each other as adults, only humans. Interesting.
Okay, I don't
Yeah, I thought it
think
was like
this
a- like a
key is for
mimicry
this
thing.
house.
Okay, so that key's not for this house.
So does that mean cats and parrots are related?
Yeah. They're very
Yes.
close relatives.
Yes, they're absolutely.
They both have T's in their name.
Was it
Walkie-talkie.
walkie-talkie?
I'll take that.
Yep.
Um,
They are great on their own.
Where did you guys go?
you okay?
Did you find a
It was,
Patrick? Did you
scared
find a
me.
door that could open?
He scared me.
Well,
Patrick,
no,
where are
Logic
you?
Best
Here we
Logic.
go.
Hi. My key doesn't work on any of the. It's
Okay,
a
then we
black
have to go back to
triangle.
the other house.
The key is a black triangle. I don't know if that was the house we were at first.
Then maybe we have to go back to the other
Okay. Alright, let's see if we can make our way back to the other house.
What if we split up?
Because that's definitely a good idea on this map. With no
Yeah,
roads.
Mel and I, let's go to the beach each.
Let's
Can't wait
get
for us to
away.
find your
Hey,
corpses
hey, what did you say? You
minutes
go-
later.
We're never gonna find each other again.
Okay, well, let's wait till we have walkie-talkies and then do it.
I have one walkie-talkie.
Do you think cats are similar to hermit crabs because they find like a box to like shell in?
Yeah. Yes, it's them, parrots, and hermit crabs. They
Hermit crabs,
they're, like, the
cats, and
big three.
parrots are all related.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one of those like you know those graphs where it's like it's a triangle and you have to like put your points on.
Oh fuck.
Is he here?
Ah, help me!
Oh.
Ow.
I don't even know. Like, does the I think the flashlights do hurt him, right?
Ow!
I have
did?
med kits. I have med kit.
Not for that one.
I don't know how much health I have or don't have. I have one. I have one. I have
Just
one.
gonna leave back to the pizza shell discussion again. Glad you brought that up.
Well, my key doesn't work for
Right.
any of the doors.
Oh, I found.
Any?
no.
Nope, not a single door.
Right.
Not
Page
any of
1,
them.
chapter 1.
Oh, wait, it worked for this one. Never mind. The one door I didn't check.
No electricity.
Chapter 1, page 1. Paragraph 1.
Oh
A shell?
God.
Question mark.
Are you gonna ask Petrock this one? Have you heard the pizza shell thing?
Pizza shell?
I don't want to be known as the
Oh.
pizza shell guy, but
Oh, you've made that bet already.
You've made
What?
that bed, homie.
What? You don't. I know you make the bed you shit in, but come on.
You make the bed, you shit in it.
Right.
Melon?
Have you medkitted up, Mousie?
Melon?
What?
What do you? Yeah, I've medkitted up.
Have you used all of them, or
I
does it
have,
not
I
let
have,
you
I
use
What about
them?
burger shells?
I have 4 medkits.
Do you mean how burger and lasagna is
I've put them on the
technically
floor.
the same food?
What?
What's the pizza shell thing? Ah! Fuck! The universe is punishing me for bringing this up again.
What'd you get for talking
I
about
would.
Just have this
People
discussion.
leave. Someone asked Niger. I don't
So
want
no one
people
found the
feeling left
key.
out, so I have to. So
I have
the
a key
pizza
and
shell
I used
thing
it on
is
the door.
my
Oh.
my theory
Well, there
that
should be more keys down
pizzas
there.
are similar to hermit crabs,
I
as in
did
they
see
have a
that.
shell.
Look again.
I just feel
Um,
like we should get the next
But we
like.
They-
They,
into two
when you
places.
order them, they arrive in a shell, right? And that shell is the protective layer that you can eat.
Okay, well, I think we should head to the beach.
You know what? I'm gonna incorporate this fucking joke into my Fallout thing later and see what the response from grown,
Can someone stop
Normal
this man?
functioning-
Please.
grown,
Come on,
normal
guys.
functioning people respond to this because I'm now really
Yep.
curious.
Yeah,
Right.
Melon
who
is a
has-
man
who
of
has
So-
not
culture.
already
He
been
eats
melon
lasagna with
poisoned.
his
Right.
hands.
So
we need
it
to
is
go wandering
technically a
again.
shell around the pizza, so and it is edible in a way. Where did everyone go?
We're just wandering now.
Everyone's running away from me.
I don't want to be stuck with Melon while he's talking about lasagna.
Anyways, back to lasagna v burger. Okay, so
Breaking Supreme
no,
Court
no.
case.
It's not burgers. Sorry, forgive me. I misspoke, everyone. I meant the Earth's layers are technically lasagna. Think about it.
Yeah, no,
Crusty
expand on that.
outer shell, slightly
You lost me.
softer, cheesy level, pasta, and then the sauce as in the mantle, or as in
And
the
what is the
core.
pasta
Center,
fit
that'll-
in? Is that pasta?
The pasta is the mantle. Oh my god! Universe, please stop punishing me for speaking. Oh god! No!
God. Right. Go to Pedrick.
So-
Pedrick has the medkit.
I
Think
have
of it
medkit
like
as
the.
well.
Think of like the Earth as in a pizza. I mean, not pizza, lasagna. It is the same layers and consistency.
Of course.
Okay, we found the
Carrots, yay or
edge
nay?
of the world.
Alright. Chad, I'm just asking the questions you're
Oh, I
afraid
found the
to
playground.
answer. Right?
Yeah, let's examine this.
We need to look for things.
Found
Ooh,
a teddy
slides.
bear.
Can you go down the
So
slide?
did someone need a
No
medkit?
fucking way, let's go.
Melon probably needs to medkit up.
Do
Wait,
you
hold
need
on.
medkits?
Whee! Oh my
I
god.
have a medkit.
Earth is not lasagna, but Kit Kat
Here,
is?
Melon, I dropped
That's
the medkits.
crazy talk, Clarence. Says crazy talk. We're only talking serious talk here. Please excuse yourself. Right, this
Go
is
look
scientist
yourself in the
only.
mirror, buddy.
How dare you?
Melon wants to
Take a
die,
5.
confirmed.
I used to hate that phrase, take a 5. It's like a worse way of someone
take a
telling you to
5?
calm down. Take a 5. How about I take a 6? 6 feet under.
Ooh, quest
you.
item. In the foot.
In the foot of foot. Foot, feet.
Just trying to contribute to the discussion.
Contribute to this discussion.
No, take a chill pill is insanity. That's
Take a
That's
chill pill
on-site
is
talk.
so funny. Like,
if someone said that to me, I'd literally hit them in the nose with a shovel.
Okay, we're in the beach that makes you go to the island. Right, I'm gonna. There's a medkit.
I'll take a chill pill. How dare you?
Got some paddles.
Yeah, take a chill pill, homie.
In the sometime in the
Oh,
next
I got a
year,
ritual.
I
Alec,
got a
shovel
key.
has your name on it.
I got a key.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna
Anybody
head to
not
the
have
island.
paddles?
Yeah, I'll head to the
There's
island
paddles
as
here.
well. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. Solve the gliding puzzle. Ooh, fun. Where is it? Oh, I love
Right here.
these.
Oh,
Wait.
these are the
Oh, it's
best.
different this time.
Okay, yes.
No. Stop. No. What are you doing? Huh?
We've got corner wrong down here.
Oh, right, yeah. No, this is the wrong corner, though. Oh, wait, here we go. Hold on, move this down. What? No, move that down.
I'm gonna.
This is
oh, wait,
slowly getting worse.
Wait, what happened? I was cooking.
Sure about this?
I was cooking.
You weren't cooking.
I was cooking! This one needs to go up here!
Let her cook.
Oh my god, whatever you're cooking is burnt.
This is sort of like
You know
a
what?
Picasso
I'm gonna-
rendition of Liam Neeson's Aslan.
I'm grabbing some water. Fuck this.
Alright, now the mousie's gone. Page 1, chapter 1. Lasagna, question mark. A lasagna sits on the beach as it questions if it is the earth's layers. Suddenly, what walks up beside it is a pizza, cold, shivering to the cold winter beach.
We need to get
The
this one up
lasagna
to the top.
offers the
Bottom
pizza,
middle needs to get
hey,
up.
don't you have a shell? Well,
Wait.
Chad, post the gulpers. Post the gulpers.
Oh no, somehow this one got mixed up in the confusion somehow.
I think we need to remix these three down here.
Tiny witches. Meet this madness, don't leave us alone with them. Pizza shivers in the freezing cold. Melon on main channel's mistake? What do you mean? I was playing Fortnite on this channel before. And Dead by Daylight.
Hmm.
Like it or not, Chad, I'm in your walls. I'm in your walls.
Do we need to break?
If you look up at the your light hanging
the
on the
left side,
ceiling,
you
you'll
think?
see me dangling. How are you guys still cooking?
We are not
Well.
cooking anything.
Yeah, this is getting worse.
We can't figure out how to make it.
This is unsupervised job. What the hell?
Oh wait.
What the hell?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no,
Oh,
wait, because
no,
this
'cause
is. Yeah, shoot.
I've got
Any
fresh
sentence that
bread.
starts with letting me on.
Mousy, please come back. Don't leave us alone with him. Hey, they didn't want my help with this, okay?
What? What do you mean, Nightjar? You're gonna use bleach to get rid of me? What? That's the most scary thing anyone's ever said to me.
You need to use something stronger.
That's terrifying. My God, don't mess with Nightjar.
I am way too dumb for
Let's
this.
say I'm mostly
There's
harmless.
not
Yeah,
enough
no,
Ritalin
yeah,
for this
who's-
group.
I don't need
There's not
Ritalin.
enough.
Ritalin needs me.
I don't need a Ritalin, I need a stray jacket.
No, I don't. This is. I just been watching. This is a nightmare to watch.
Right.
Maybe only
Melon,
one
do
of you
wanna-
should
wanna
do it.
split up? Man, do you want to split up and go somewhere else?
Okay, no,
Don't worry,
my
guys,
turn.
I'll figure
Everyone
this
else
out
is a go.
eventually.
Everyone, get back, get back, get back.
Let's
Sign
be
let me
hero.
okay. Oh no, already fucked up. Already fucked up. Hold on.
I had a
getting
bad day
worse.
at work and I couldn't take it out on anyone there, so it's saved up, all saved up for Melon. Good for you. Good for you. I approve of this.
Well, Nightjar, I'm sorry you've had a bad day at work.
I can't be mean to Melon. It's really hard for me. I'm too nice.
That difficulty
So
is
if
not
you could be mean,
reciprocated.
yeah, if no, that difficulty is not reciprocated. So if you could be mean to him for me, that'd be great.
I'm not gonna lie, Melon. You're making this a lot worse.
It's a good thing that the demons.
Okay, wait. Okay, take two. Everyone places. Okay. Here we go. Okay.
Take your time. I'm just eating bread.
Well,
Meanwhile,
my
the
time.
demon's
Thank you for-
probably just watching us do this.
He's like,
it's really hard to spot. Who's walking on my? You're ruining my chakras. My humors are disaligned now.
You said it's homemade bread? Yeah, it's homemade bread.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
How did that go?
It's good. We cooked the rest of it today.
Okay, I know this one goes in that corner. Oh,
The
here we go.
demon,
Shoot,
oh
we
my
fuck-
Satan,
Oh
move
man,
it.
Oh, huge tech.
I'm a-
Huge tech.
I'm about to pop off right now.
Are you?
It's sort
You
of
don't
an
understand my
abstract
genius,
rendition.
alright? Back in the academy, they laughed at me, and I'll show them. I'll show
the
them.
academy.
One of these days.
Oh, I made it. Fuck! I did the wrong way. Shit! No one look. Everyone turn around. I can't. Everyone turn around right now. Everyone turn around. It'll be done by the time you turn back around. Okay.
I'm gonna walk along the beach, see if I can find something.
What academy? The academy for geniuses.
I went along the whole beach. There's nothing there.
Here we go. Look. Chat. Look at this.
Yep.
Fuck.
And what's your plan to get out of this?
just. You gotta let me think. Right? I don't need those meds.
So is this the rest of the stream, or?
Yeah. I think they make these for toddlers.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't go to the genius baby. What genius babies are you hanging around, Kerm? Fuck, absolute fucking genius baby academy. Right.
I'm sorry you hung out with all the lame babies.
Oh yeah.
Melon
this
is,
is-
Melon is not
This
a
is a
Gerber
great
baby.
time for ads, by the way. If we could run the ads.
Do not run ads. Do not run ads. I'm about to solve it. Do not run ads.
Yeah.
Right,
if
I'm
you
taking
don't mind,
over, I'm taking
Nightjar,
over.
Go on.
Nightjar, do not run ads right now. I'm about to. This is about to be solved.
Too
It's
late.
about to be solved.
Too late. We're now going
Solved
for an
for
ad
members
break.
only.
With the magic
Oh man,
of
I fucked it
digital
so
editing.
bad. This is so stressful. Don't look. I'll solve this. Right? If anyone helps me right now, I'm gonna fucking scream.
This is great. I'm loving this.
Oh no,
That's
it's gonna work. It's about to work. It's about to work.
This reminds me of Labyrinthine when we had to do the
You
puzzles in
flipped
that.
it like opposite. All the pieces on the opposite corner for where they should be.
Oh, that means we can
I'm,
just
I'm sorry.
take them around,
I'm just. Oh, I got a phone call from who asked? Who asked the company? They have a call for you.
Ben Affleck is very disappointed.
Ben Affleck. Oh.
Ben Affleck would be proud. Yep.
Okay,
You're
look.
so close.
I'm so close. I just need to solve these two corners. Fuck.
Is there like a methodology to like cycle them?
Yeah, there must be somehow. We're just too stupid.
Hold on. You're not letting me cook.
You've been cooking this whole time, bestie. Like, at what
Oh
point
yeah,
is
and
it?
you're
It's,
helping,
like,
aren't
well
you?
done.
Mouthful of fucking bread.
Yeah, fuck you.
Why must we fight? This is what the demon wants.
Just watch. Just let me cook. Just let me cook.
This is what the demon wants.
Let me cook. Stop! Get out of the way.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Just
haven't-
cycle the four. This is so painful to watch.
Shh,
Because I
shh,
can
shh, shh,
see it already.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, your character moonwalks if you go backwards.
Oh,
Wait, no.
Given your
Stop it!
opinion...
Stop! Stop! Who did that? Who absolutely did that? The whole thing's ruined. I'm gonna start over now. The whole thing is ruined.
The final boss of Gehinnom.
Very nice of the
puzzle
Wendigo
game,
not
a
to
puzzle
get
game that
involved.
8-year-olds can solve.
We're letting you cook. You just haven't turned the oven
Yeah,
on
just.
since...
Sorry. I didn't know you're signing up for X Factor with this judging. Please. Boom.
Letting Melon cook is like Mousie getting some tea and forgetting to put the kettle on. I'm loving this.
Yes. Boom.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even see this fucking corner down here. It's fine. Okay.
I think you gotta move that one up though. You gotta move the corner up.
Oh.
It's just gonna be stuck there.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Ads are over and
See
we're
what I mean?
still here, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, you missed nothing, chat. Don't worry.
What? Oh my god. Hold on.
Now you bring the face down.
Wait, what? Oh, is that actually supposed to be there?
No.
Okay, no, yeah. You see? Hold on.
Top, middle, down. Wait.
Oh, we're so close.
No, this
Maybe
one
you
down.
put it back and bring this top one down.
Yeah. Like that.
And then you somehow just need to cycle it to get this piece up here.
So I think what I'll do is... And then...
So you need to like
Yeah.
get this one on this top cycle rotation somehow.
He's cooking, but like year one of uni making ramen inside of a kettle in your dorm room cooking.
We're back to.
We're back to this. You've been here before. Nope.
My sense and error, my ways.
Really? Because you've done the same thing already.
Here we go. Nope.
You do realize the bottom needs to be up here, right?
Yeah, let me cook.
Oh my god, we've been letting you cook.
Oh, sorry, did we not just, did the VOD cut out your failed attempts? I'm working!
We're starving.
Here.
This is me in our dingy hotel in Florida when I went to Disney with friends and was sick the first week making pot noodle using only hot water tape in the hotel room. But yeah, it's that level of cooking. Alright, the cooking isn't working. Can we just order out? Hold on, I've got this. Slide puzzle solver.
No! If you cheat, I will lose. I will incontrollably scream right now if you cheat.
Okay,
Look how close
fine.
I am.
You've already lost control of this.
I'm not. Look how close we are. What are you on about? Get out of here.
Even
Who is
the
ruining my
hyenas.
chakras?
Guys, stop.
Where
yelling,
is this
the
fucking
hyenas
demon?
are getting
Stop
upset.
the violence. I finally saw that clip in full for the first time the other day.
I'm still in the fucking Denny's.
The fucking Glee stopped the violence. I could not stop laughing.
Mousie, look down.
Yeah.
No, yes.
Why are you looking
No.
at my genitals?
Oh wait, okay. It's
Wait.
funny because on my screen I'm looking straight up, and so I was gonna like ambush you and look down like in Phasmo, but apparently the heads do not move.
The demon's exercised itself. It couldn't wait.
Died of boredom.
I love how the demon can't come to this island, by the way.
Yeah. It's just out there collecting orbs. Is there a way we can glitch
I
through
should have
this?
started a timer to see how
Yeah,
long
yeah,
this is taking.
If you read out that time, there'll be no safe place on Earth for you.
That's okay,
Are
we have a
there
stream.
Any Unity experts?
Oh
on
my
our
god, what?
stuff?
I ruined it. I was so close.
So close to greatness.
Oh my god. Okay, no one
I
fucking.
just noticed is there like a
Everyone hold your breath. Everyone just hold your breath, turn around. Hold your breath, turn around.
No.
We've got Nancy Drew, a police officer, down bad Ben Affleck, and Laura Croft? Question mark.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to another vlog on the island of demons or something.
It's been 84 years.
It's an 84
This island is worse than the mainland. At least on the mainland you can die. There's no end here.
A million monkeys on a million typewriters would have solved this by now. Demon's tapping his watch like.
Oh yeah, okay, a million monkeys. That's okay. A million. Of course, a million monkeys would do it. A million of anything. How about a million people of who asked? Oh wait, there's 0.
I think my 2-year-old niece would have solved this by now, says Nightjar.
Well, get your knees in here. We need it.
Are you kidding me? What? Look, it's about to be solved.
Yeah,
You've
this is
said that
right.
like 12 times already.
Yeah, but
This time he
he
means it.
means it. Exactly.
Oh wait. Oh fuck. Okay. No. It's blah 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 blah.
Are we gonna concede and find a solver for this online?
I will literally. I will hunt you down like a wild wolf if you Google this.
Don't hunt me down.
Maybe if we let the Wendigo on the island, he'll solve it for us.
How long before the Wendigo intervenes?
Oh, bleh. Oh, I saw. Fuck! I had it. Oh my god! I kicked over my Switch.
Guys, I'm in the new Tomb Raider movie. Look at parkour.
I don't see you anymore.
I
I'm
don't
up. I'm
know.
up. on a
I don't know.
branch.
I don't even know how to do
Oh
the
yeah,
solvers.
branch.
I've got a great aerial.
Oh my god! I've made the same mistake like 1,000 times. Stop going down. Here we go. I need to swap everything around.
Sliding puzzle solver.
If I swear to God, if she's ever not answered, there will be the screaming of 1,000 wolves.
If only I could put this on 2x speed.
Can I give you a hint?
Can someone? You need to move the
hit these
tiles to
puzzles?
make a picture.
I love the way everyone's judging, but no actual help.
You told us to stay away.
Yeah, you won't let us help.
Oh, like you could.
Meanwhile, Petrock's fucking parkouring. Let's go. The dogs are getting restless.
I did say that I'm Ben Affleck. I'm Batman.
There's a no backseating
Where's the
tag.
girl?
Oh, fuck, I put it up too high! Man, fuck! I was working on something wrong! Damn it, look at that! I tried so hard to get the face, I put it up too high. I can just move down one. It's fine. This is fine. Ass to ass with you. Ass to ass with you.
What?
The song, I think. Or is it Eyes to Eyes?
Melon must be failing as a joke, surely.
Atom bomb, baby, you got mine.
How dare you, Turtle? I've just bought 1,000 plastic straws because you've said that.
Million times hotter than TNT.
Mousie, can you prepare the children cheering on a soundboard for if they finally solve it? We're not on Discord! If I were, I would, but like... this is the in-game voice engine.
Oh no, look how close I am! Oh, I'm gonna lose it!
Oh my god.
Look how fucking screenshot how close I am right now. Okay, how do I swap?
Melon's breaking world records for how many
If we,
times he's been close.
If we bring...
No, but this is the
He's
closest I've
edging.
been. Look how.
He's edging!
So,
He's
look,
actually
look.
edging!
Look, if we bring that up, we can take the chin into
This
the,
is not
the
safe
corner
for
that's
work.
not used, and then we can cycle the scalp.
How's life? You doing good, Petrock? How you doing?
Yeah, take the face down. And
Oh,
then
you know,
cycle up
just-
here.
Just thriving in the chaos.
That bottom right piece needs to be in the top middle. Sis Nightshade.
Oh, I
Honestly,
think
let
I
him-
found it.
Let him cook.
I'm doing it.
This is brilliant.
Wait. I think you got it.
This is the
Like,
equivalent
no.
to checking Twitter. I'm literally on Twitter right now. One
Oh, if I do
day.
this.
At Melon.
Take that up, take the scalp up, and take the chin
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
And then cycle up there
Yeah.
until we get the scalp.
Melancholy
No, get that down.
will be
Get that back.
able to do a slide puzzle.
Yeah, we cycle here.
Yeah. Boom.
Okay,
Boom.
I think you undid it.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, Melon.
That was our situation, wasn't it?
So we need to
I
basically
spy
get.
something
We need to
brown.
Okay. Permission to tamper with.
Sure.
One day I saw a gal. She was pretty.
Because now we have, you see, we have this sequence here, right? We have scalp and then top right corner.
Yeah,
so we can
yeah.
keep them in sequence as we move them up.
Yes.
Do 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 do.
And then we need to
Do, do,
basically
do,
cycle
do,
these.
do, 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 do,
Yeah,
do,
like this.
do.
Yeah. Incredibly how easy it was.
Boom.
Oh, we
Fuck
did
you,
it!
chat. Fuck you, chat. Fuck you. Fuck
Oh,
you.
finally.
Get wrecked. Put that in your
World
fucking gift something
first.
small. Boom.
Took 20 minutes.
No one can save
fine.
you now that the demon is done with our bullshit. He's like, I've been waiting for 30 minutes.
Fucking Christ, we can leave now.
Boom. Start a hype train. Put on Screw the Nether.
Can we send this to Guinness?
Can we send this to Guinness?
Yeah.
I've got a bad feeling that this Wendigo is just gonna...
Waddles!
Be
A
honest.
genius Waddles made the. What is this? Lily, what?
I don't know what that is.
Hello?
Well, now that I am an actual genius, all shall. Do you fear my knowledge? Chat, do you fear my knowledge?
Yeah.
Wait, a
now. And
Player left. Melon?
Wendigo rage quit.
Melon?
Melon.
What happened? And?
Melon completed the game.
He's done.
He left. Melon?
Mission accomplished.
Did he leave? Yes.
Pilot bill.
And I froze the game, fears my knowledge. Melon crashed.
I fear no man, but that thing.
That thing scares me.
Melon scares me.
Can he not get back in? Could we speedrun this?
Yeah, I don't know if the game is smart enough to allow us to.
There's a key here. I don't have inventory
Oh, where?
space. Like on the.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, I don't have any inventory space either. Anyone have any inventory space?
There we go. I got the key.
Okay.
Oh, we took it already. Got some more first. aid.
Yeah.
Oh, I found a mask. I have no inventory space.
Oh, I think I have one already.
Are we meant to have these?
I'm in this building here. Well, we can take it. So
Where are you?
I took an urn. In this building.
Yeah. Where's the mask?
It's on one of the boxes.
Oh, I got it. I dropped the
Okay.
oars.
Oh, I took. Oh, another key.
Another key. Shit.
Does anybody have space?
I'm dropping
Me.
that.
Oh, I don't have.
I got it. What's that
There's
sound?
a thing. There's a takeable thing in here.
Oh yeah.
There's
Wait.
pizza.
You know. Maybe the mask stack.
Let me cook.
There we go. I got it. I
Oh,
dropped
who took the mask? Mousie, did you take the mask
Oh.
before?
I did, they
See if it
stack.
stacks.
Oh, someone else left.
Oh, there's a dagger.
How? We're all here.
That's a great question.
It's here.
Oh, he's here. There's a bear trap right here.
Where is it? Is it gone?
I think he's gone.
Okay, cool.
That's cool that you can actually hide from him.
We're getting loads of keys, but we need to find our way back to those houses.
There's a light over here.
More ores, great.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
Just pick a direction and go, I guess.
Man, Melon was really dragging us down. We're making great progress.
Oh, look, urns. We're missing two.
I don't have the required item.
I don't either.
He's here. He's here. He's here. He's here.
Y'all?
I dropped some medkits at your feet.
Oh, okay. I'm good. If here, I'll pick up all the men.
Okay. Yeah, if we it comes.
Because in tight. So
What if we consolidate evidence for inventory space?
Oh look, the beginning. We're back at the beginning. We can't revive Melon. That's a shame.
No.
Oh, there was a flashlight here. It's just buried in the ground.
oh, nice.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Do we want to go back to the pentagram and see if we can just win? Because we have a bunch of stuff.
Could do. Where
Let's
is
see
it?
if we have what we need. Well.
We found it, it was in one of the houses, right?
Oh
First
yeah.
house we went to. There's a house over here.
This is the yellow one, yeah, okay.
Oh, is this a diamond? We can maybe use... I have a key. Check the doors. See if the key works.
Oh, that one worked.
But that was the one that goes outside. Yeah.
Oh, this one unlocked.
It's fine, we're fine.
I hate it!
I love janky horror like this. It's so funny. Dear Nightjar, I write this to you, though I feel much weaker this winter. I heard VIP died. It kept me warm. Now I must face the cold embrace of Jack Frost. Please return it henceforth. I need it for my nepotism protection.
What?
This is the other house.
Where, the other house, we just started running in a direction. Should we just do that again?
Yeah. But
Not
there's
that
multiple
way.
pentagrams too. We could just keep running into
Well,
the
there's
pentagram.
items in the one that we found.
Did we just Kerm?
Kerm?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Kerm!
Kerm?
Kerm! Okay, wait, we can't split up. Where are you? Okay.
I'm trying to see if I have a...
What do you want?
I have a walkie. Kerm?
Kerm, check in.
Kerm? This is the yellow house. This is where we just were.
My hunch is that he went the other way then, so if we went this way, we should go left.
Okay. Kerm?
Kerm!
Kerm?
Kerm! Kerm!
Well, we found the beach. Kerm? Oh, is that him?
Kerm!
There he
Oh,
is.
hello.
We're trying to
I
find the
found
other
a
house.
vase.
Yeah, we're trying to find the other house.
Okay.
Yeah, I found a vase. Wasn't that
Oh,
one of the
wait, what if we went
altars
this
had to
way?
complete? I think I may have just come from there. I think this is a beach over there.
The beach?
Yes.
I feel like my eyes are broken.
Something here.
Oh, look.
This is new.
What's this new?
Big urn.
Oh, hello! What? That was,
Is it dead?
It is very much not dead.
I think I need
no,
a
it's
med
gone
kit.
now, okay.
You're the
Yeah,
med kit.
Here you go. Medkits.
Yeah, I just need to.
Just...
I'll pick up. Just don't step in that bear trap.
Mate! I got it, I got it, I got it.
Right, make it back down.
I'll pick it up. Or, Mousie, do you want to give me all your med kits so you have an extra spot?
Nice. Oh, a map. That's so helpful. Wow.
Is it though? Because we don't really like have any identification.
We don't have
Oh, I
any
dropped
identification.
that
Here's this slice of pizza over here without its shell.
Why does this pizza look like burnt flesh?
Ew. Yeah, it kind of does.
The Papa John's experience. Oh, I found an urn. Yeah.
Oh, I've
we
done
can put that back.
Oh, these don't. I'm gonna drop paper.
They hide stuff in the pumpkin patch. This is hell.
Right, I've dropped my map.
I'm gonna drop my paddles. So.
No, yeah, they're useless.
Why? Why is it always me?
What's this? Another crowbar?
What's this? What's this? It's magic in here. Oh, it's a shovel. We haven't dug anything up with a shovel yet, have we?
Oh, we're back at the playground.
On every map.
And take it just.
We found the playground.
Is that where the thingy was?
No.
altar?
I think we've been here already.
Yeah, but I know. We're looking for the... Oh, house. Oh, house. That's the edge. Where the fuck is this house?
That is also what people say before, you know.
Mousie, check in.
Hi?
Mousie,
Hello?
where'd you go?
I'm by the playground.
Mousie,
Hello?
I'm on the radio.
Oh.
Oh, you're back at the playground? Okay. We're
I'm
coming
at the
back to
playground. Hi.
Now we just need to find where the playground was. That's the pumpkin patch.
Hello?
It was this way, right?
Hello?
Pumpkin patch?
Marco?
Just stay at the playground. We're gonna come your way.
Marco?
Was it over this way?
Marco?
I hope we're going the right direction.
Marco?
We see a house. We somehow have missed the playground. Oh, he's on us. Yeah, I have a walkie-talkie. Mousie, hello?
The demon showed up and attacked me. I had to run and I don't know where I am. I'm very lost now.
Yeah, if you just keep running and try to come to a landmark, we'll see if we can find you. Maybe head for the lake, because the lake is nice and big and we can run along the shore until we find each other. I say that, but I have no idea where the lake is.
I found spawn.
Oh! We found the last two jerry cans.
I
Do you have space?
found spawn.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna walk straight off of spawn and see if I can find the house. Oh my god,
yeah,
sweet
yeah.
mother Jesus Christ!
Oh.
I found the beach. I found
This
the
is the
camp.
pumpkin patch again. What the fuck?
I found the beach.
Kerm, which way do you want to go?
I'm at the beach.
You lead the way. You lead the way. You've got the flashlight. Oh, okay. You're at the beach. Oh, Kerm's got a walkie-talkie too. picking it up. Are you
This
picking it up?
is. I'm eating a burger actually right now. Do you mean a lasagna?
Wait, you
Where?
didn't drop him.
No, it's fine.
You didn't
It's
drop
fine.
him, you just dropped the bear
I
trap.
just dropped the bat trap. I just dropped the bat trap.
Oh, so you still
think
have the
this one-
crowns in the...
Yeah.
Mousie, you're still on the
I've
beach,
got a
right?
walkie-talkie now.
Yeah, I'm still at the campfire on the beach.
Okay, we're gonna try and find the beach.
Okay.
We're running.
But we
we're
have
running
all of
big
the
kill.
items
Oh,
now.
there's a thing here. What the hell is
This is bad news written all over it.
this? Just
I
keep
think we
going.
can just sort of say piss off to everywhere else.
Oh, we found a pentagram here.
Oh,
Oh,
we
of
found a
course you
pentagram,
did.
okay.
Is this on the beach? No,
No. Well, let's see if maybe we can just save the game.
I can't place anything.
I might have
I
items.
can't place anything either.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, there must be some correct order or something.
I want to find you.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
let's
should
just
head
keep
to the
going
beach
this way.
first.
Let's keep. I think let's keep going this way. See, this is the beach.
Marco!
No, I see fire in the distance.
Marco!
Right. So let's
Which way
go,
along the fire do you want to go?
clockwise.
Marco!
Okay.
Marco!
Very useful, like for stuff like
You're still sitting tight on the beach, right?
especially if it's something that people
We are going clockwise.
Like
along
a
the
sitting
edge.
duck, yes.
So if you go counterclockwise along the edge, we should run into each other at some point.
Counterclockwise?
Nah, I think it's better just
Oh,
for her to stay
is-
on the
is that
beach.
another,
I don't know. What?
Another dyslexia thing.
Maybe. I'm on top of a table now on the beach. I'm gonna wave my flashlight
Yeah,
around,
beach
okay?
that- Yep, beach that makes you bold.
My ideal demon likes to take long walks on the beach.
You ever keep almost hearing your name? Marco! Sorry, Marquettis. Let's go to the beach, bitch. Let's go get away.
like my own little thing.
No, we're on the opposite side.
For me, it's autistic thing at all. It's just
What do you mean, the opposite side?
I think we're running into fire this way.
Oh, but that's good though. That means we're slowly
Oh.
making it around the map, right?
Oh, we found the playground.
Oh well.
Oh, we just keep going.
If we
This
just
way.
keep going, eventually we'll.
Oh.
Kerm?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Where are you? Where are you? Okay,
I'm
see,
alive,
wait, stop
I'm
running.
alive.
Stop running.
I'm right here.
You're in a bush. Okay, we need to keep going.
Yes, we keep going this way. Keep going this way. Probably the beach.
Stop running! I had to use medkits. I don't
Oh.
want to lose you.
I could hear y'all get attacked by that.
where are
That
you?
was funny as hell.
Are you in a bush?
I am right here. Stay still.
Oh, okay, I see, okay. But this is the way we came. We're running back the way we came, right?
Is it? No.
Yeah, because we
With
were running
fire on the
towards
left.
the demon. Fire should be
Oh.
on the left.
Where's the fire?
Things are going well,
Here's
as
the
you can see.
It's okay, we're still alive.
Yeah. Still looking for the
Demon
beach.
spooked us a bit.
Melon's still out of the game, yeah.
Poor Melon.
That's sweet relief.
What would suck is if the beach is actually in the middle of the map, and we're just running completely around it.
I would.
What's really
Oh,
weird
yeah.
is that I keep getting directional audio while I'm holding the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I got that last round too. Oh, we're on the beach.
Oh, the beach! The beach! Okay, now just stay still now. We're gonna run along the beach until we find you.
Hello?
Now, we did forget where the pentagram was, so
Did you get hit by the Wendigo, by the way? Karen?
I'm pretty sure I did, yeah.
Okay, I have some medkits.
Cool.
It's fine now.
Let's wait till we are all together.
Mousie's gonna need some medkits too.
Yeah. I've just been like non-stop sprinting, so I was all out of sprint when
Yeah, me too.
This has gone
Okay.
so well. There you are! Hi!
Hey!
Hi! It's good to see you again. Wow, I got hella attacked. It was crazy. That thing was scary as
Here,
hell.
medkits.
Oh my god, thank you.
Use medkits. Okay, now we just need to go back to where the pentagram was.
I need to use the medkits after.
That was it. I genuinely got taken
there's
down
all
like
of them?
twice. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, there's only 2
Oh.
medkits.
Oh, there was only 2. That was
I
only
think-
2. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I thought.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
no,
okay.
it's okay.
No,
got
no one
beat up
knows
pretty
how
bad.
much HP they're on.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell by the screen, like when you're really injured, the screen gets bloody and sort of black on the edges.
Yeah, I'm not getting that. Okay.
Well, here's the hut.
Yeah,
Where
I think my
was-
health is decent. Whoa, Kerm, don't split up.
It's
This is where Melon
where did we
crashed.
find? Yeah.
I think we just go back to the giant burnt out area. Oh!
Oh, another medkit! There!
Oh,
Keys. There's a
I
key
need to
here.
make it. I think we
Key?
can fuck the keys.
Make it there.
Did you use it?
No, it's right there. It's on the floor.
Just use it. Just use it.
Alright, I used it. Let's move. Let's move.
Okay. Yoo-hoo!
The burned out area was along the edge by the fire, so if we do stay along the
Yeah.
left side, we
Oh,
go
yeah,
towards
okay.
the fire and walk on the left side, we'll eventually find it.
It was
Okay.
pretty close to the playground.
Yeah, it feels like it was sort of in this direction. Okay, here's the fire.
Yeah.
God, that's so
I just
loud.
hope we're not missing it.
Fire's very loud.
The fire is very loud.
It was close to the playground though, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yes!
Yes!
Whew! Okay, let's see if we can put more stuff in.
Get wrecked, demon. We should have everything,
No.
right?
I think we need to go use that key on the house.
Yeah, we're missing a clue. Fuck. We're missing a clue.
I still have the key from before. Oh, there's a baby here too. So go to the house, use the key.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess we have to.
Did
Find the
Dylan
house.
have any items on him when he disconnected? And if so,
Oh, no.
what happens?
Okay, here's a lamp. Not having roads is fucking with me.
Yeah, the road, not having the roads is the hardest
Oh.
part.
Oh, the
It
house!
might be this house? Is this
Okay,
the
maybe
right
this is
house?
Diamond House.
I have one key, I'm just gonna test it. That one's locked.
Yeah, also from me.
There's another. Oh! Hey, I just burned stuff. Is that everything?
No. Let me go check
I
other
can't put
doors.
any
Oh, we
more
still need to find the clue, I think. For
Fuck!
some reason, we need the clues to activate
Okay,
it.
well, any
There's
more
another
locked
door.
doors?
There's another locked door up here.
Where?
Upstairs.
What? This.
Oh, it opened!
It opened, yes!
Please.
There's another med kit. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
Oh
I
god.
just Oh, that's
Face
shells.
statue.
No clues.
Another med kit. Amazing.
Oh, I
this-
found a ritual item. Wait, maybe.
There's another
Wait.
hallway. Oh my god, hello?
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go back downstairs and see if the items I got
Yeah.
can throw in, and maybe we can just end it.
Yeah.
Because it seems kind of weird that you would need to have all the clues, because the clues are really just supposed to tell you what you need. But if you get it regardless, it's not letting me
No!
place it.
No!
Okay, so now we need to find the last
Oh!
clue, I guess.
Yeah, the last clue is what we need in, because if you open up tab, we no longer have all this stuff listed. It's just the last clue.
Yeah, I thought maybe though
Right.
we might still not need it.
I still have a key
And that
for
doesn't work.
diamond house.
So
Ah!
where'd we go?
What if we just restart?
Where's Kern? Okay.
I
We're
feel
so
like we're close,
though.
but we can literally just restart. Oh,
Fuck off, Wendigo.
alright, where's the road?
There is no road.
Yes.
There's no road?
There's no
Where we're
road.
going, we don't need roads.
Interesting.
What's this?
Found a
spooky
zombie
dude?
mask.
Oh, I found one as well.
Presumably the last clue is at some sort of a house, right?
Yeah. We still have another key.
Where'd you guys go?
Me too.
Where are you?
Mousie, come in.
Homies?
Now see.
Hi, okay, hi.
Okay.
Whew. Almost lost you.
Wait, this whole time there's been no roads.
Yes, that's why it's
Yeah.
been hard to navigate. There's been
Welcome.
absolutely no roads. This is the start.
Yeah,
So what if we go just this way?
This way. Sure.
let's try that.
As good a direction as any.
Branched.
This is to the beach.
That's a light. Yeah,
Oh
here's
wait, the urns. Did we ever put the?
Yeah, we did it in passing while we were being chased.
We did. Okay.
Yeah, finished it. That's why I found the key.
So where was the yellow
Okay,
house
so
from
this
here?
is all
Oh Lord have
the
mercy.
yellow house.
We've got 30 minutes
is-
left.
Do
Oh.
this.
Just give me a
Do
second.
we? Okay, so Kerm and I came from this direction, right? When we were
Yeah. To the
hunting
yellow
you.
house.
So do we want to try this direction
Yes, let's do that.
Okay,
and maybe go along the beach and see if we can see some building?
that could work, yeah.
Note to self: hardcore is not really hard. It's just kind of bullshit.
Yeah, it's not hard, it's just... There needs to be a mode that's like in between. Where you can still see that's
Should
the
have called
wall.
it frustration mode. Oh, this is the end
Oh, come on! Ouch! Ah! Bro, I'm...
map. Do you have a med kit on you?
I have one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we're running back to where we came from now.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so here's the hut where Melon DC'd.
Yes.
This is the Melon DC'd
okay, there you
hut.
go.
So if we go this way,
Which way? That's
Wait,
This
what,
way,
what is this
hello?
way? Oh,
this
I
is
heard.
the
heard-
this is
hello?
the start again. We've made it. Wait, no, this is the start. This is where the urns were.
Crowbar. Yes, yeah. I think we lost. Oh. Hello? Okay, come here. Hello. Oh, where did Mousie go?
This way, this way. Hello, hello, hello.
Mousie, where are you?
Over here.
Come in.
Marco.
Mousie,
the
hello?
radio.
Marco.
We don't know where over here is.
Can you not hear my voice? I'm under
There's
a
a
lamppost.
brazier here.
Oh, we found another pentagram.
Try it.
I'm back where the urns are, homies.
Okay, let's try and get back to that.
Okay, I think we know where that is.
Oh, I found a
Oh,
med.
medkit. Sweet. Oh, I don't have any space. You got it?
I have it. I picked it up.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're trying to find the urns again. Should be around here, I think.
Wow. Hello?
God, with no orientation, this is awful.
Ollie Ollie oxen free!
Here is a thing. A boat.
Hee
Don't recall having
hee.
seen that before.
What if I just went in the sound?
Okay, this
Oh.
continue. Oh,
Hi.
hello.
Yes.
Thinking.
Okay, so we think that,
I think
you
the
have
opposite
use
way
the
to where we're
same-
going now. I don't think we've been.
Where's over here? Oh look! Were there any
Oh.
doors over here that we couldn't
Should we
open?
go here? We could try.
Maybe. This is.
Doors.
Oh, I have a med kit for you, Mousie. Where are
Oh
you?
nice. I'm right
Did we
here.
ever go to the...
I have-
Because this map is the same, right?
They're generated each time.
Oh,
but
okay,
so
I was gonna
they-
say, because we haven't seen a graveyard yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
God damn, this is driving me insane now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is frustrating.
Where's this yellow
Kerr?
fucking
Okay,
house? That's the firewall. So what's this way? Oh, yellow house! Oh, yellow house! Where the fuck are you, yellow house? Where is it?
Does anyone still have a map?
No.
I don't have a map now.
Oh. Yeah, I threw mine to make space.
Oh, graveyard!
Yeah, I also think...
Graveyard!
Oh, this is the... Okay, this has to be the last clue.
Does anyone have a shovel?
Yes.
I do.
Fantastic. Bro.
Found a plague map. There's a chalice here.
We just need the clue, though, right? We have everything else.
Yeah, we just need the clue.
I think the
Okay.
clue might be in the locked room.
It probably is, which is hell on earth.
'Cause we
but
have like 2 keys.
Yeah. At the same time, they could be nothing.
Got a
Oh,
ritual
quest
book.
item! Picked up left arm.
Oh, there's an altar up here. Where was the... It was
This is an altar?
the motor oil, I guess. Oh, it was over... There was a giant standing stone over here.
Oh, whoa!
Here, left arm.
Whoa!
Broken
Okay,
ball.
where are the other parts?
We need more required items. Oh, here's a leg. Here, pick up this leg.
I got it. Okay, where's the other one? We're missing an arm and a leg. Oh, here's one.
Close.
Okay,
It's gotta be
one
here
more
somewhere.
arm.
Has to be close.
no detectable
Check all the graves.
Now what this means is there's no natural detectable smoke. There's always
Make sure you're checking the trees as well, because that's where they can sometimes be.
two roles that turn into detectable.
I got it. I got it.
Woo!
Either a deputy and a person, or two impersonators, or two deputies.
Okay, where's the doll? I must perform surgery. Yes.
Is that it?
Give us the clue.
Oh, there's a key.
Just a key? That's it?
And a big clay pot. So we still need to find.
Now we need to go back to a house.
A house,
Yeah.
not even the house.
No, what?
A house.
What's the
I have
symbol
a
on
black.
the key?
I have a diamond and a triangle. I have 2 keys. 1 diamond, 1 triangle.
God
So,
damn it, we need
triangle
to-
must be where we were before.
Wait,
Triangle
really
is
quick.
like
Wait,
the
stop.
old house.
Is there something up here? Should we check up here really quick before we leave?
Cut the stream. I love that I've
Okay.
become
I
so
regret
desensitized to
going up
horror.
there.
Like, I still get jump scared, but I've become so desensitized to a lot of it now, and it's great. I love it.
We're just running around
Find a house.
blindly.
Yeah, we're running around blindly because we have no fucking clue where everything is. Oh, ooh, ooh! We're back at the shack. God damn it.
House. Shack.
That's the wrong one.
No, this is the one where he DC'd. This is...
Yeah. Do we remember where from here the?
There's a house
The
nearby
house
though,
is-
right?
Yeah. It was like this way?
This is where we came from.
Yeah, but like it was straight off
Yeah, this is the graveyard.
That was the... No,
Maybe
this
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 way?
is not the graveyard. This
This
is...
way? Slightly this way?
This is the beach.
Okay.
But there are houses by the beach, kind of.
Yeah. So if we
I
like...
think if we cut in directly
Yeah.
from here, maybe.
Yeah.
Curtin, your shovel is glowing. It's somehow bugged
Yeah.
while it's in your hand. Pretty
It's
funny.
enchanted.
It's actually kind of a cheat because then I can
There's
find you
spawn.
still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this way.
Oh house, where are you, house? What would Melon say at a time like this?
Oh, house.
would've quit
there's
by
some
now.
lupus.
We're about to get chased down.
Yep. Oh, is it house here?
Oh yes.
Oh my god, yep. We're back. For fuck's sake, we gotta go around. Here we go. How'd you get over?
Skill difference.
Hey!
Please be it. Please be it.
Medkit.
Check everything.
Medkit.
There's a leak in the cabinet. Another leak in the cabinet. We could take these? Why would
I
we...
could use a med kit.
Yeah,
Are they
here.
ritual items?
No.
Right there.
There's the medkit on the ground.
Got it.
There's nothing in here.
Okay.
Okay, I used one of the med kits.
Is that it?
That was it. So we still need to find the yellow house, because that's where the other keys go to.
Yeah. Wait, let's see if there's a map somewhere.
Is there another? There's no other door, right?
No.
Oh, this
Oh
is the
my
one that
God.
smells good.
We're done upstairs.
There's a way out the back of the house.
Yeah.
That's the
That's the
firewall.
back.
So I'm already like disoriented again.
I am as well. Glad my game crashed. This is hell.
God. Are we gonna?
Let's go this way.
We have
You wanna
20
try going
minutes.
this way?
Yeah. We have 20 minutes to figure this out.
So what game are we gonna be playing next week?
Not this.
Not this.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can we
Do
keep
we just for
going?
good measure try?
I just tried it in the other house where all the items are.
What was that?
Kern. Where are you? We lost Kern.
Damn it.
Kern.
Kerm! This way, this way. I'm checking the outer edge of this.
I kind of wish the demon would have just killed us already and put us out of our misery.
Right?
That does sound promising. Is there just one house? Are we being gaslit?
No, there was a yellow house.
There was another house with locked roof. Oh! Fudge.
It's gone. It's gone. Mousie?
Hi. Over here. Hi.
Mousie.
Oh, Mousie, there you are. Mousie.
Hi.
Player left.
Server player.
Wendigo left.
We're at spawn?
Are we gonna call it a day? The one map we had, I threw away because the sacred
The
evidence.
sweet release of death. You know, honestly, we already beat the game because we solved that puzzle, so...
Yeah.
I'm just, can we just, should we just stand here and wait for the demon to get us? Just
No,
give up.
It's what Melon would have wanted.
It's what Melon would have wanted. Do you hear it?
Please. Please, demon.
Please, demon! Demon, please! Just drop everything. Incredible. Do you hear that growling off in the distance?
Oh, demon, accept this offer.
Accept this offering. Please.
Oh, you know what this
Problem
is?
is-
This isn't Lara Croft, this is Keanu Reeves. Kern is Keanu Reeves.
Player left. What is
The
happening?
problem is I think the demon shows up for 3 seconds and then disappears.
I know, it does 3 attacks. So much for hardcore.
Where are you keeping all that shit up our asshole? Where else?
Yeah.
Oh, demon!
Right.
Oh, demon!
Demon, you beat us.
Demon! Get it! Gehinnom!
Where have you went gone?
Where have you went and gone? Where have you went and gone? It really does not show up. Holy shit.
Right.
Oh. What the heck?
I thought for sure on hardcore there would have been some enrage timer or something.
Yeah,
Where we
right?
spent so much time fucking around with that puzzle that when we got back to the shore, it would just kill us instantly.
Yeah, right? I was hoping for that as well. We're getting a lot of like weird audio.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of over this.
I'm over it as well.
You know, I think we deserved the win. I think it's dumb that you have to get all the clues, even if you already had all the items.
Yep, yep. I think this is a win. I think this is a win. Oh, do we just hop into the live channel and just chat on the main
Yeah.
menu? Let's just do that. Oh my god.
Post Ganon recap.
Most canon recap.
Oh, my game.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
So I was frozen, and then I was underneath the world, and I could see the Wendigo, like the invisible Wendigo, flying around, and it was doing nothing.
What?
And then I could still hear you, and then I spoke, and then one of you said like, "Oh, I think I just heard something," and I think you could hear me, but I was underneath the ground. So I
Oh
was
my
underneath the
God.
ground trying to speak to you, and then you guys were like, some of you guys were like talking about ghost noises, and I was like, "That's me!" I'm just
Ghost of
such in the
Melon.
distance. I'm stuck in hell. So I was in this purgatory underneath the ground, and I was like, "Hey, I wonder if I can get some puzzles or something." So I was just running around, and then I left, and then came back, and then I was still underneath the same place.
Wait, you could rejoin?
I could rejoin, but I was stuck underneath the ground.
Oh, that's why you kept saying player
Player
left.
left. Oh.
I was trying to get above the ground.
Holy shit.
We were like, what's with this stupid game? Keep telling us the player left.
That
I
was
was just running around, and then my player model kept changing. I'd look down, my player model was different. It was, I don't know what. I think literally the gods punished me for the puzzle and the pizza shell talk.
The moment I intervened in the puzzle, it's just like you just need those two pieces in a sequence, and immediately
Puzzle
it was
curse the game.
solved.
Immediately it was done.
What? No, but we found out that sequence was wrong. Remember I changed it and then it was right?
No, we
That's-
got
I
the
mem-
top ones right, and then
I-
there was the 3 at the bottom we had to cycle, and then we got
I
it.
don't know about that. I don't know about that. I
think
guess
this
we'll never
game-
know.
I think this game
Sounds
has
like
a
the
lot
start
of
of a
potential.
creepypasta.
I think this game has a lot of potential, but like there's still a lot of stuff to work out.
Yeah.
The map is
What
too.
Mousie is doing right now is sticking a band-aid on a crater. And everything is being evidence in the country to what
Did we have fun?
It was okay.
Did we
you
not
got
have
there.
fun?
You got
It was
there.
fun, not for the reasons I think the developers intended.
It was the least scary experience.
Yeah, when you were the monster was my favorite part because
Yeah.
there's no voice mod whatsoever, and you showed
Just
up.
a dude. So
Hey
there's this
guys,
game
I'm
called
the
In
monster.
Silence, which is
Ah.
actually the better version of this game.
Yeah.
Just
Oh my
you
gosh.
walking up as the monster going.
I'm so glad that that puzzle showed up in the game because that was actually the highlight.
Yeah, that was so funny. Oh god, that I loved that. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Also, you were doing the Dave voice.
Didn't you call yourself Jeff at one point?
Did I? I don't remember. I'm like one of those method actors when I'm playing a monster. I don't even know.
Melon was on a trip that entire time.
The entire time, just on a discovery.
Who's up next on the main channel?
No one. It's just us right now. We've got.
Are you just
10
sitting at the
minutes.
main menu?
Yeah,
I don't think you have to
10
run
minutes.
down 10 minutes of sitting in a voice call.
10
I think
minutes.
you
We
can
can do a
wrap it
quick
up.
Counter Strike.
We're
Nothing
not
can
doing
follow that, to be
Counter-Strike.
honest.
Nothing can
Oh.
follow that.
That was the peak.
That was the peak.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not sitting here
God.
for. Welcome to the 10-minute podcast.
What
No.
was the other one called? In Silence.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that one.
that's an actual good version of this game.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's what this game copied. Like literally, you're the monster and it's 5-player and the monster,
And it's cheaper than the other one.
yeah, can only
That
hear.
game has roads? Oh, it's goated.
So that the In Silence is goated.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it has the
Wow,
voice
it like rips
modulator.
open its body and just steps inside you.
Yeah, it's not a free image of.
Wait, go. I love that. I
This
love
is a
that the people
JPEG.
you are just like Steve from the like just regular Joe
Next
Next
week's
lost
week's
in the
sorted.
woods going to solve a
Well, it's
mystery.
currently on sale, so.
Yeah, it is on sale. It is on sale. Hunt
Sure is.
your friends. Shh, be
No, I've
quiet.
always wanted.
You always wanted to hunt your friends.
Yeah, for sport.
Proximity. There's perks as well.
It doesn't have a slide puzzle. Thank God it doesn't.
Definitely inspired by the thing in that respect. Oh my god. Oh,
Alrighty.
okay.
And
I'm
after
outta
that
here.
thrilling gameplay,
Good
I
luck
need
with
to go lay
your
down and take a
good luck
nap.
with your 8-minute podcast. I'm gonna go make more food.
This is 8 minutes of ads.
8
Yep,
minutes of
ro-
ads. Oh god.
Right.
That was.
Thanks for having me. Bye, chat.
Bye, Melon.
Bye,
Yeah.
Melon.
Goodbye.
I'll
Right. Thank you for the games. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Kurt.
Well, that was a good time. I've got
It was something.
that was something. Well, I got this game like back in a Halloween sale, I'm pretty sure, and I was like, this seems like something fun to try, but we never got around to trying it, and now I can write that off now.
And now you've tried it.
And now I've tried it, and
That's you know that's a review. I tried this game.
I tried this game. Would you recommend this to others? Yes, no, I don't know what I even say. I tried it. It was something. Oh god. Speaking of ads, guess who's in the Yogs video today? Yes, the Yogscast video that went out today. I just so happened to be in it, chat. Be sure to check that out.
Mousie
Okay.
Bros, we're so back.
We're so back. We're so back. Will I get in trouble for ending early because we've done the game? There's nothing else for us to do. But I can say this. I'm not gonna be live on my own channel tonight. But I will be popping in on Devilligan's channel. I don't think we can raid people who aren't Yogscast, but I'll put the Twitch in the chat. Devilligan. Your stream, your rules, so I say yeah. Okay, so that's where I'm going to be in a hot minute. You can raid whoever. Oh, can I? Well, I'm gonna be in full RP mode in a bit on Devilligan's channel. So if we want to raid over to them, because I've Kerm, Abby, a few others, or Petrock here.
I just saw your tweet about Melon Puzzle.
Yeah. They've all helped me put a lot of work into basically this massive RP thing for Fallout 76 that I've worked on. So 26 pages of fluff nonsense. Yep. So yeah. I hope to see you over there. If Dunny, can you start the raid? I'm afraid I'll end up breaking it. Yeah, I hope to see y'all next week. We'll either play Dead by Daylight or some other cursed, fucked up game. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us. See ya. Whenever it goes over. Do 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 do.